right?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was they're just a bit handicapped by the draft, where it felt like in this game RNG just no real. There wasn't a last pick that was like, like this would be a great pick here. This would really change the status quo. They were on the back foot from jump. I love the way Fnatic utilized DJ in these games. It's something I've been looking for from a lot of teams. If you have a superstar 4, activate him.
Yeah. Let him do his
hero
thing.
that can take over and give impact like a core would. Rost in the first game, Lesh in the second. Excellent job by Fnatic, proving that 2-0 over EG to start the tournament and their overall great performance. Exactly.
There's some exceptions where there's a gotcha pick on the 10th pick, but when the opponent reveals their offlane and you don't pick your carry 4th, you wait to pick it till last. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's just really bad for lane matchups. It makes no sense to me because I've seen it happen several times, and what it ends up happening is you may say there's no perfect carry at the 4th pick. We don't know what to pick, and the carry player, I've done it before myself, where the carry player would be like, I don't really want to pick my hero right now. Nothing looks great. And then what happens? You end up getting to the last pick,
and nothing
looks great. So why not just pick nothing great for your 4th pick, and then pick a last pick mid that can maybe win the lane? They just had lane problems, right? They were down by, what, 3,000 at 8 minutes, 9 minutes?
It was quite a bit. And that will be the end of this series. Fnatic 2-0ing RNG. We have the next series coming up, and it is going to be PSG.LGD going up against Alliance. And Alliance, they got to win some of those games. LGD, obviously, they want to secure I believe at least the second. I don't know if they've secured.
They've already guaranteed first seed.
Oh, guaranteed first seed because they beat Secret.
Let's get some techies.
We only play tiebreakers to determine your status in the tournament. Eliminated, upper, lower bracket.
Okay.
Because they've 2-0'd Secret, at worst, they're going to have the same number of points. They'll win that tiebreaker
because of head-to-head matchup.
Okay. So Alliance, I mean, pretty much PSG.LGD, they're playing to knock Alliance down to that lower bracket. Alliance, they got to play against the first-place team, and we may see some crazy picks, which is always fun, or we may just see PSG say, nope, we're not playing around. We're going to just destroy you. You guys will have to stick around. And when we come back, PSG.LGD versus Alliance. See you soon. Yo,
Yo!
whoa, in your face. Where are we? We're right here. And it is PSG.LGD versus Alliance. I'm BSJ. No, I'm Grant. That's
I'm
BSJ.
Kyle.
That's BSJ. We're
Hey,
all
that's my
BSJ
name.
on this blessed day. But we should probably just hop right into it, right? We've got a draft going, and we've got some picks here. Kyle is going to spice it. Can he get it?
You
And he
messed
does.
Production. You're killing me.
He's laughing.
I was
already.
on.
Not
I hit
magic?
the cue.
And, well, guess what? We
Don't
have
twirl
a...
my
I'm
glasses.
twirling whatever I want to twirl.
We have a
Oh.
first pick Crystal Maiden into an Invoker pick. All right.
Is this another 4-position invoker?
It feels like if you first pick it right, you're assuming it is.
Now, keep in mind.
Oh,
what's
instant.
Tell me what's on the
yes.
line here, Grant.
Alliance needs a couple of wins to secure the upper bracket. I believe currently they are tied for 4th, but being tied isn't good enough. You want to get that 4th spot by yourself, so you're at the upper bracket. LGD, they are already guaranteed at the top of their group, but Alliance, you get the 2 ones here, you're good.
So, hear me. I think Alliance is at 7 points, right?
yeah.
Mineski is at 7 as well.
Yes.
They're playing Newbie, who are at 8 points. Those teams
Who
are
need to win.
currently 3rd and 4th. If Alliance do not win a game here, they will most likely not be advancing through the upper bracket. They need to win one game. In the event, however, Mineski were to drop both to Newbie, they'd potentially be able to play in a tiebreaker no matter what. However, you got to assume that they'd like to win. PSG.LGD, they've already locked up their number 1 seed. They're not playing for anything more than pride, but much like their counterparts in the other group, VG Gaming, who 2-0'd who they just 2-0? They 2-0'd somebody just now.
They did.
Even though they had nothing to play for as well.
I mean, even if you're drafting wonky stuff, you're always playing to win. Like, you could
course.
pick the 5 dumbest heroes, but you want to – if you beat a team with the 5 dumbest heroes, guess what? You're gods at that point.
There's
You look
some
like an
things you
OG.
can kind of fake and half-ass, but
Yeah.
you can't half-ass like a Dota game. You're either
Oh.
playing it to the fullest or, like, even if you're experimenting with your draft, there's no way to be, guys, we're going to perform at 70% this game.
Yeah.
That's just not a thing that exists.
You're either
in
0 or 100.
Yeah, exactly.
So who did they end up beat, Kyle?
They beat
Navi. And that that was huge because that
yeah.
opened up Fnatic, EG, and Infamous because Navi's done.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Navi
Dude,
is done.
this is wild. So right now, Liquid is playing TNC. So there's 5 teams alive, rather. Newbie, Mineski, Alliance, TNC, Liquid. Newbie has 8, Liquid has 6. The other 3 teams all have 7. So if Liquid, or you have to assume Alliance need
Do
to
they
win.
all have one series left or what?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is it for this group.
Alliance need to win at least one game to be able to force a tiebreaker because Liquid and TNC 7 and 6 points. There's going to be 2 points rewarded in that series. No matter what, one of those teams will hit 8. Newbie
Yes.
already at 8. So you've got to assume Alliance here are looking for a 2-0.
They
And
have
I
to.
like how the draft has started. I think Bristleback very underrated at the moment, and it's excellent against Ogre. Yes, sure, you increase the more move speed you have, the more that snot slows you down.
Oh, yeah. I want to see an Axe or a Legion, personally, from LGD. 3rd pick.
I like Legion a lot more than Axe.
Okay. I just think any
Why?
hero that makes Bristleback face you is, in my opinion, the ideal
LC
counter.
lasts longer, and you have that cleanse. I think that's super valuable.
Cleanse,
It's
man.
also an attack speed steroid to synergize with the Ogre, and it sets up PSG.LGD for this super sick last pick that could be absolutely anything, straight up 22, something crazy, and you have all this buff for it. In fact, you'll have an Alacrity late game too, so a very, very potent combination of
Damn.
support.
Alacrity on top of the Bloodlust. Okay, either way, when they pick Bristleback, I want it to be immediately addressed by whatever this pick by LGD is. I've seen teams pick something like Slark. I don't think it's a hard counter, but it's a nice carry against something like Bristleback. And they already banned Bloodseeker, so that quite possibly could be their pick coming out here, 3rd. Aside from that, those are the 3 heroes that make sense to me. I don't see anything else, unless they want to pick. This Ogre's still a flex pick, right? It's a 3 or 5.
It's a 3 or 5.
And Invoker's technically flex, being a 4-2.
Yeah.
If you pick carry, that doesn't reveal anything about the flex picks you got going here. That's the one reason I do.
You like the Slark a little?
I just like picking a carry or picking the offlaner that immediately addresses this Bristleback. I don't think you're picking a 5 here and leaving Ogre offlane. I'm not a fan of that personally, but they might.
Kunkka.
And they end up just picking their mid laner.
Maybe.
Almost certainly a mid
We
laner.
have seen FY played and that was a while ago,
Yeah.
but you assume it is going to be the mid
Why
laner.
ban Brood and then pick Kunkka? Is that a mistake?
It's Alliance.
But Kunkka's like the hardest counter to Brood in the entire game. You catch her, you kill her spiders in one hit.
But then she buys a defusal and runs at you and kills all your towers. And it's Alliance. BSJ, respect. That's what it is. They have respect for their opponents.
Just a little bit. Respect. Just a little bit.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I don't know. I guess that is immense amount of respect if you're going to pick a hard counter and then ban the hero anyway.
And they take the Ember immediate. Is Ember good versus Invoker and Kunkka middle, or why do you take that here?
That's
It's
interesting.
a comfort pick for Alliance. Good synergy with the CM. Excellent synergy with the Bristleback, who has no disable. Now you've got the best reach in Dota. And again, what have we discussed? Having cores that survive with different tactics. Now you have super mobile, elusive core coupled with literally a Bristleback. Like, have you seen an armadillo in the wild?
No, I have not.
You kick it, you punch it, you try to eat it. It doesn't work.
So you've tried all those things.
I have.
Wow. That explains a lot.
So LGD here, what are we thinking? They're using a lot of their reserve time here. 30 seconds left, actually.
I would just be so surprised if they don't pick the Bristleback counter. They have no way of naturally dealing with Bristleback.
And, well, here's the pick. It's going to be – it is
Yeah,
the
it's a
Slark. So that
a great
means –
Yep, it's set up. They set it up with the Bloodseeker ban too.
And I think you have to pick it there because otherwise Alliance might just pick it, right? And then you're
Yeah.
in deep trouble.
It's not. I don't think it was nearly as good for Alliance, but I think it was still a very good option for them. So it does serve that purpose. It denies heroes like Lifestealer. You have the Kunkkas of the world that get denied. Does Alliance primarily run the Bristleback as a 3 or a 1?
I believe I've seen Boxy played a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost certainly a
usually
3.
I think so.
Boxy or Koifa, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's more of Koifa's hero. Mickey will probably be on the Ember because they have role lane versatility. They don't really care about who goes where.
Okay. I think Bristle can be played either way.
Ooh. What do you pick here, though, is the question. I was thinking maybe because Alliance love Timbersaw, and that's one of the traditional Slark counters.
And Kunkka.
Yeah. Void is a possibility as well. The only thing about Timber is that, like, it kind of goes both ways in these matchups because they do have a lot of lockdown. Like the Storm a lot, too. However, it's not nearly as hard of a counter of the Slark as it used to be because now you can pounce and prevent the zip away.
The zip zap zoop.
How much is the leash duration talent? Just 1 second?
It's 1 second, and leash lasts 3.25 at max level, yeah.
Damn.
I'm 99% sure. They've changed it so many times. It's either 3.25 or 3.5. Yeah, it's 3.25. They nerfed it a couple times. So it's a total of 4.25 against Ember Spirit. It also helps a lot. That nerf, they've originally made it so you can't Remnant out of Root, and then they now made it so you can't Sleight of Fist either, which
That hurts.
just makes Roots way more powerful in general versus the Ember Spirit. I don't mind the Oracle ban. It is a little weird just because you have Slark who likes to hit targets that are Oracle ultied, but a lot of their damage is kind of telegraphed, meaning that they're going to dump it on you with the X.
Yeah.
Like, you know it's coming, so the Oracle can easily get that.
And look at the Alliance
defensive ability
cores if you give them a defensive support behind them.
This
right?
is
Like,
true,
How
yeah.
do you actually kill any of them?
Shadow Demon's banned. Oracle now banned. Is there any other save or aggression enabler, I think I would call it, that's left in the support hero pool for Alliance here?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any quite myself with the Shadow Demon Oracle being banned out.
I'm looking. They might just go all in on the damage with like a lion type hero, I think.
Okay.
They have a lot of reach and a lot of kind of stuns, but they don't really have stuns on Alliance right now.
Yeah, you've got the Ember Chains, you got the pull, but they're not true stuns, right? Crystal Main as well, just a root.
Yeah, and against Slark, maybe something that's not purgeable would be nice, but I don't think there's anything in the 5 position that really looks good for that. Disruptor could be pretty cool.
For who?
For Alliance. It maybe leaves you a little weak in the lanes.
You need something that buys team fight items right now.
Are you thinking the Crystal Maiden might be a 5 and they put a 4 position that does that.
I think you should be last picking your 4 here. And I think it's got to be something like does stuff.
The minute I saw the silencer, I was going to say Enigma.
This is what I'm
Not
talking about. It had to be a
purgeable.
way more value hero, right? And this is a huge counter to the Slark. You've got no BKB interrupt at the moment on PSG.LGD, which means that you just drop Pulse, you drop Ult, no matter what Slark buys, no matter where, like, it doesn't matter if his ult's up, whatever, you're caught. And you already had this insane reach advantage thanks to the Ember and the Storm. Now you have arguably the best team fighter in Dota 2 to complement it.
They might just go Warlock last pick. I know that seems a little weird. They could just leave Ogre as a 3. You're last picking a 5 in that case, but I think you have to counter this Enigma.
Whoa.
And they go for the OD instead, something I've been harping on not being picked against heroes such as Slark or Ember Spirit. It hard counters Ember Spirit, and it hard counters, or I guess it's only really against Ember Spirit in lane, which it's going to be a side lane Ember Spirit because of the Storm, but it also is just really good against Bristleback. It's weird to say that they only picked their Bristleback obliterator, quote-unquote, in the last pick when Bristle was first rounded. But you also have the Astral to save the Slark, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Always want to have a save for a Slark if you can. So PSG.LGD, they want to get to the late game, right? When the Ogre buff and the Slark and OD start to go off. Like the stat ceiling combination will be cool. They have 3 different methods of increasing, or 2 different methods of increasing Slark's damage with the Alacrity and the Ogre buff. FY Invoker, I haven't seen this, but I am hyped to do so.
Same.
My man. Like, I think FY, OG definitely looks like the best team at this tournament, but FY, like, I swear, this guy consistently, like, by far is the most consistent performer at TI. Like, over the years. Has he ever had a bad game? A bad tournament? It doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, you never, maybe not the perfect game, but I've never really watched an LGD game and been like, damn, I wish FY had stepped it up.
Yeah, exactly.
So that does mean it is an offlane Kunko. Are you just going ore items on this guy, or what do you do on an offlane Kunko?
I think so. I mean, we saw mid one from the mid lane build Solar Crest, Pipe, Lotus. You can go a similar-esque type build. I don't think it should lane that poorly against Ember Spirit. I think maybe the Invoker Tornado might prove really annoying in the side lane.
You just can't skill your Flame Guard, right?
Yeah, or if you use it, you just Tornado it off. He'll have it level 2, right, when you get the Quas and the Wex.
I also did want to say, there was no Alchemist ban or pick this game. That was nice.
That is nice. Kid Invoker. 4 wins in a row as Invoker.
Man.
Looking to make it 5 here, Grant.
Yep.
And Kyle.
Crystal Maiden.
Brian.
That's me.
What would your fake name be?
BSJ.
Okay.
Like, if I just got to choose?
Yeah.
Probably like Ronald, but with no D at the end. Just Ronald. What, you asked?
Oh, does someone else have to give you the D or something? Is that the joke?
No, I just like the name. Because it's like, it's different, but like someone gives me like Ronald, and I'm like, no. I want a name that I can get mad about, you know? Like if someone mispronounces it.
I would like to have a name. I think Ronald's a good idea just because every time you write it down, somebody will think you misspelled it.
Yeah, exactly. And then
that's
you can,
good.
you know, tell them. Then you can talk to their manager kind of thing, yeah. So it is going to be a Bassi first, by the way. 2 Tangos, or I mean, 2 Clarys, pardon me, and a Bassi on this Enigma. You have quite a few heroes roaming up top. So are lanes a big issue here? Like, do they want certain matchups on either side? Like, do you not want this Bristleback versus someone on your team if you're LGD? Like, you're just scared of getting bullied?
I think they're going to just... Alliance, because they have the Enigma, is probably going to just run the Bristleback bottom, and because they're going to run the Bristleback bottom, I think LGD is just going to run the Slark bottom. Okay. I think it's going to be pretty standard this game. It would require Alliance to switch it up in order to cause LGD to swap it up. As of now, they have both of their cores in the top half of the map, so they haven't really maybe decided themselves or revealed themselves. Well, one of these heroes is going to TP bottom after the rune. Just curious to see which one it'll be.
Boxy, just get a zone him out. Also, can we talk about this bottom ward? Why do you place this on Radiant down here for yourself? Like, what are you worried about?
Rotations, right? I mean, you're looking to ensure that the Taiga Enigma has a tough time. I'm pretty sure X-Nova is going to look to aggro Sentry to block camps, and then perhaps even just follow Taiga around. Okay. Like, that's what you used to do against these jungle Enigmas. You pick this 5 position, like Undying or Ogre, that literally just sacrifices its own game to make sure Enigma has none as well.
Okay. That makes sense. And already it's just going to be, I like that he went full. He gets his stick now, but he bought a lot of wards, and now he's just down here by himself. We'll see who's rotating on down. It will be Ame. Middle lane. That does mean it is the OD versus the Storm. And top, we're going to have a support Invoker, off lane Kunkka. Quite the weird lane. Going up against an Ember as well as a Crystal Maiden.
This is definitely something you would have expected like 2 or 3 years ago in your 1K party match.
Yeah. Just
they'd be competing for CS as well, you know. The Kunkka 100% starts with a Quelling Blade saying, yeah, try to outlast hit this.
Yeah. Well, Chalice will get some nice last hits. Doesn't look like we'll see too much aggression. When you're playing with an Enigma on one team, right, he's just going to be sitting somewhere. The off laner probably knows, I just got to stay back. You know, I'll get my lane denied, I'll be fine. So it could be that middle lane with all the action. Currently 4-3 versus 3-2, very even. Nothing too crazy going on. Oh, he wants his range creep deny.
I think Bristleback Enigma conceptually is really nice. Bristleback's a hero that if you get him past the first couple levels is really strong. They're going to find the Invoker top, hit the level 2 on Mickey. He has the Side of Fish chains. And they also got it on Insania, who did level his Frostbite. Had to use both Mangoes in order to use his abilities, but once he gets level 3, he's going to be thankful he did that anyway. And he's going to walk over and stack the small camp, which is even nicer that they killed the 4 position because he won't be able to prevent that. Yep. And really looking really good for top. Yeah.
It's the dream as a 5. You're like, you feel so good right now.
Regen, by the way. Spawning top. Somnus will take it.
Easy regen.
Thank you.
He is going to miss 1 creep for it, though.
Yep. Oh, what?
He went for the TP.
That's interesting. Why?
Oh, he wanted to block a little bit. Wow.
Damn.
And by doing that, it got the creep back to the lane. Did you see that? That was cool.
Dude, we were all so confused, and then it's like, oh, never mind.
And anytime you see a weird play, don't say it's bad. Just look and find out why you don't understand what he's doing.
Look to learn.
Yes.
That's a good motto in Dota and life.
That's what makes like watching TI so much fun, because like these players will do something, and even if it's like it turns out not to work or it seems dumb, like there's always logic behind it. It makes sense. Meanwhile,
the stack being stolen actually by LGD here.
It's a lot of experience, the small camp nowadays.
And with 2 of them especially, there is going to be a freeze. No bowl is used though. We'll just run out of here. But Mickey, he's currently 12-1. He's not doing that bad. Even has that kill as well.
And I agree with your point, though, about the Enigma Bristle lane. Because you get Bristle like level 3, and just that slight lead, and then it's near impossible for him to get zoned out by even Ogre Slark, because you just spam W.
Yeah, and he's going to just cut the creeps like this.
Has a bottle as well.
And he digs for the value. Didn't show. Oh, he got a Pudge.
A little Pudgeling will chase after. Xnova just get him. Xnova is currently level 1, by the way. The Slark's
It's pretty much
level 4.
the life when you're a support against a hero that cuts. You pretty much follow him around, give all your XP to the carry. Meanwhile, Taiga is level 3.5.
Yeah.
With 20 CS in the jungle. That is the most notable thing about Enigma is he shows up to your lane with a Helm Dom, and if I'm a carry, I just get real sad. There's no carry in the game that I've seen. If you see a 6-minute Helm Dom that can actually stay in lane, especially with the Bristleback type hero that even if he doesn't have the best start, his abilities do a lot of deeps.
I like that he went for the pulse as well, because not only does this help you farm faster, but you get stacks like we've just seen.
Nicely done.
The triple stack.
He's playing really well.
Okay.
And that's why
this
most
guy's
teams
played
are
a lot of
Enigma.
Yeah.
And over here, Boxy, well, he's pulling the creep wave. Xnova's like, what the hell is going on here? Wait, what?
Even if he dies here, it's still worth. Get the creeps. Okay, he got the creeps.
No, he's just trying to get as far away from Ame as possible. But unfortunately, he was hasted. So.
Yeah,
but honestly, that's worth.
It is.
Because
look at the creeps under bottom, right?
Refill your bottle. He got 2 waves worth of XP and farm there. He got all the farm. The Cool's killed every creep.
Yeah, look at it. It's actually going to... He just loses almost... Oh, he lost 1 wave before this, and he might miss another creep.
He has 1 more CS than the Slark does.
Will he leap onto it?
Just remember, he has 1 more CS than the Slark, and you have this Enigma jungle.
Middle lane, though, they're going in for the gank. It is just going to be Xnova and this Ogre. Not the greatest start, but that's what you have to do. As you said, versus the Enigma, he's going to try to get him. Koitba, though, right-clicks a flying. Somnus puts him under. That is a level 3
stick charge on Ogre, yep.
And there's going to be the stun. Stick charge, you say, even gives the kill over to Somnus. That is going to be Runes down bottom. It is going to be Ame. He can't even get it. Taiga scoops it on up. And right now, LGD is up in the gold, but so when's this Enigma become a factor? Is it just the Helm of the Dominator?
It's once you get the Helm Dom, your lane is over as any carry in the game.
He already is. Like, check the net worth. There's 4 cores on the side of Alliance. And sure, this always ends up happening. You fall behind in the early game laning phase oftentimes because you're just down a hero. But eventually it's 4 cores versus 3.
And he's at the facilities. He's going to start pressuring now. They've got a double wave, 3 range creeps with the
Holy
catapult,
shit.
6 Eidolons.
Slark's not
level 5. Bristleback likes these types of situations. Even against Slark, he's just going to run at you. You can't pack off those quill stacks. He's dead. He has 6 quill stacks.
Wait, they have the friends coming up out of nowhere.
Large
X-Nova and
rotation.
Somnus. There's going to be a Midnight Pulse. They're taking a little bit of damage.
Tower
Tiger
dies,
will lose
meanwhile.
It does go down, but Boxy, he's going to completely okay,
Yeah.
but he does save his Slark.
It's just so much pressure, though, because it's Enigma and Bristleback. They're so formidable. They have so much damage thanks to just how strong these early game abilities are, the Eidolons and the Quill Spray. And it's a good point. One of those abilities that Slark cannot pack off is the Spine Stack. So you just can never really man up on the Bristle if he starts getting them off on you.
Once you get phase boots on Slark, plus maybe a Wraith Band or one other item, you feel pretty good with the armor, but he only has 5 armor at this stage in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in tower range right now, but...
And keep in mind, this is huge for Alliance. LGD, they've already locked up the first seed, but Alliance, they need a win to force at least a tiebreaker for upper bracket.
An Invoker support is getting run down, but there's going to be an X. Mickey can't really do anything because he's Cold Snap. And Sanya, you don't do enough damage. You're a Crystal Maiden. Now Chalice just going to give the beat down. X-Nova here as well. The Ignites there. Koikfa actually gets a solo kill on Somnus. And, you know, I'm going to keep watching this, but I wish I knew what just happened.
No, Boxy was there.
Yeah.
He was
Was
just
he?
in
Okay.
prison. You couldn't see him on the map because of that.
But still, a
full-
gang
yeah.
from the Bristol, like, out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, against OD, it's weird. You only need a hero that forces the Astral because the Astral was used on Boxy. Get away from me, but then it allows Quakefoot to actually commit and get the kill.
And we do see the double shrine coming up. Okay, we'll get some items brought to him. So we haven't really talked much about this top lane now. It is a off-lane Kunkka versus a carry Ember. And, well, they're moving in. Doesn't look like anything will happen. Possibly. There's another rotation, though. FY is here as well. X marks spot will be there. Chalice does get the Torn into there. There's going to be an EMP. He's going to lose the rest of his mana here, taking some damage as well. There's going to be a Storm Spirit, though, coming in. Chalice gets instantly blown up. FY, he might be next. Little more mana on Koikfa. One more right click is all it's going to take. And Sanya scoops it up. And Alliance, they are moving around the map as a unit right now.
Love the skill build on Meke against the Invoker Tornado that we talked about. He's just maxing out Slide of Fist.
Oh, whoa, there's still a hero here.
Yeah, he found him.
Why do you go even the 1 point in Flame Guard? I thought most safe laners
It's
just
honestly
do.
damage, though.
Yeah.
No, like when
Okay.
you're chasing somebody down, it's a nice, what is it, 240 damage as you're chasing somebody for a level 1 ability.
Yeah, and it's creep wave too.
Yeah, and the level 2 chains really is meh. Like, yeah, the damage goes up, but
I've just seen a lot of like carries just literally go 4-4-0.
yeah.
Mickey, it's the dream for Mickey because not only does he get the kills in XP, but now he's 6, so he just gets to cycle right back in.
Yep, and he's probably going to get bottle if he gets both these creeps.
Needs
Good
one
shit.
more.
Gotta get it.
Big play.
That's the dream. This is like, oh god, Alliance is feeling themselves. Everything going right for all of their heroes right now.
So what's the game plan then if you're PSG.LGD at this
You
point?
gotta buy time. You need someone. You have the greediest draft I've seen from them. And
Oh,
Invoker
they're just
support.
going in. Yeah, and this Invoker support's about to go down. Boxy's here, so is Taiga. He will invis, get out. You gotta probably get detection now.
Alliance just start beating on objectives. They've got so much catch thanks to the spirits.
Oh.
And then you have Bristle Enigma that can just walk down lanes.
Yeah, pardon me. Top lane does get a solo kill on that 5 Crystal Main, but this tower, who's gonna pick it up? It's Taiga. More and more farm. What do you want to go next? You on this Enigma? Is this a Guardian Greaves game? Is this a Blink game? What is it for you?
You can go Blink B. This is a Blink. It's a Blink BK game. It's a Blink BKB game. I'm saying.
BKB Blink game.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm saying those 2 items. I'll leave it in his hands to decide the order.
But
he has a Blink queued
Actually,
up.
no. You go Blink first because you're ahead and you want to use it to get
Just
further
abuse
ahead.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you're not going to go end the game as soon as you finish BKB running.
Well, they're going to go for this kill. There's a level 3 Ogre. There are going to be some TBs flying in. Ame's here. Will he be able to leave? Taiga, oh, the black hole's there. They bring down one. It's X-Nova. Can they get the Slark before ulti? No, he will get the ulti up, but already taking a ton of damage on the backside.
Invoker?
It will be Boxy just running it up wide. Do they have detection? They do. They have 1 sentry. Can he make it out? No, he runs the wrong way.
That Bristleback hits for 200 with no items. I love Bristleback. He's the other hero. He's the other hero I
You
said
talked about.
other
You
than
did.
Abaddon. Those 2 heroes to me have been severely undervalued.
He's. You think of all these strength heroes, right? He literally just counters all of them that are super meta. And in addition, you're one of those few, like Axe, like Centaur, that can backlane, as we saw. As long as you get yourself into the game, you might die a couple times, but you're always going to be able to farm CS behind towers. And that 4 bounty room pickup by Alliance cements their gold league. 3K.
3, pardon me.
3.
A lot of bottles. No, they got the regen rune. It counts as a bounty at that point. But I got a question. Boxy's build, you like it? Ewell's?
Yules.
On the bristle.
So usually I buy at some point
He
a
hasn't bought it
halberd.
yet, by the way.
It's
but-
good. It's good
Okay.
because you get it for the mana regen, which increases your farming speed, and then you go halberd after.
Yeah,
You
I was
go
gonna
Yules,
say you're
halberd,
getting a
BKB.
halberd.
That's
You're
the
getting a
anti-OD Slark
halberd
build.
and Kunkka.
It's actually a sick build.
Yules is pretty disgusting against Kunkka Slark, I guess.
It's an Invoker, too. You don't want to get EMP Tornado. Just poop up in the air. No problem.
Wow.
Nice.
That is a pretty heads-up item build.
Mickey looked, but couldn't quite hit the slight there.
The way he comes to this conclusion, in my opinion, is you see Kunkka and you immediately think, well, Yules is really good against X. It's the primary item that a lot of mid-game heroes will go to survive the X. And then you're like, wait a minute, if I get pounced by Slark, that's also a nice solution. And then, oh, it also solves the Invoker problem. And then suddenly you're like, wow, I guess I'm going Yules Bristleback.
And it helps your acceleration, too, so you don't really sacrifice anything.
Yeah.
PSG, I thought you said the Slark wasn't going to have too good of a game because it's hot, but he's the first hero to level 10.
I guess what I mean is, even if he has a good game, who does he how does he play?
Who does he play with?
Yeah, I don't know. You're against an Enigma, so it's kind of like earlier. What was that?
Let's not backtrack on this stream, okay?
It was no. I said Slark wasn't gonna have a good game. What I meant by that is even if he has a decent start, you're against Enigma. Like yesterday, we saw Huskar against AA. Even if you have like a medium to good game, you're just against a hard counter. It's really hard to play and scale into the game like a normal hero.
Okay.
And I think this game is primarily in the hands of OD, which I think can absolutely carry it, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. Ember Spirit is going for this Deso build. That's what he has queued up right now. And that's...
You like it?
I like how he's going back for the max Flame Guard. I think they could use physical damage to supplement the Bristleback, because Bristleback, while offering physical damage, doesn't really offer...
Yeah.
You don't want him to be your only source of physical damage.
There's going to be a boat. There's going to be the Midnight Pulse. Boat won't hit on anyone. Chalice, he looks like he's in quite a bit of trouble here. 4 Goose stacks already on the Quill, stacking as well, and they're just going to run him down. He is going for that hood first, by the way, but he can't buy anything, lose about 100 gold.
Look at the net worths, too. It's literally 4
can they get him? They're going to commit everything to him. Ame going to take a lot of damage from this Crystal Lane, but he will be able to hop away. Storm Spirit going forward. Here's the Ember as well, and they bring him down.
The sheer reach of Alliance against Slark. Slark wants to be able to ult pounce and allow that to be enough to be disengaged.
And not just that, they're always on map. They're always pressuring because of the CM or because of the mass amounts of sustain.
Well, they are trying to push this top tower. X-Nova will get the creeps off it, so can't bring it down too quick. But it's currently at 4K lead at 13 minutes in. But as you said, the Radiant, very greedy draft. You just got to buy time.
It's not really
This
greedy,
is
though.
Alliance's game to lose right now. They are in such a strong position. They outscale PSG.LGD throughout the mid-game. Their advantage will continue to increase until they have like the 4th item up on Slark OD. Like they need BKBs plus damage to be able to contest.
I've only seen 3 games so far, including this one, but I already said yesterday, until proven otherwise, I'm not a believer in 4-position Invoker, and it's kind of just showing this game exactly is why.
Oh, they're going to bring him back. There will be the Cold Snap as well. Can they bring down the Storm Surf? If the boat hits, they will. No, he barely makes it out. They're going to try to chase, though. OD didn't want to commit the ulti right there. Won't see intelligence.
He has 74 to... I would have killed him, I think.
No.
You don't want to risk it, though, right? If you don't kill him there...
101, 27 times...
Do the math, PSG.
That is 216. Okay, you wouldn't have killed him.
And now they're going to go on Boxy, though. Okay, maybe in a little deep here. He's trying. Yeah, it's hard to kill him. Somnus actually taking line out. Finally throws the ulti out. He gets frozen. He doesn't even get the last hit. Boxy is still alive. Can they hit him? Boxy's still alive as well. He goes down. And on the backside, they get another one. It's X-Nova, FY, and Somnus all go down. And Boxy, there's the tips. How does he survive there? Holy smokes.
Back. He only. And what level was the insteal? That was only level 1 orb. No wonder. That's why he lives.
Yep.
Do you really max your passive?
I don't think so.
Well, he did, and it does not turn out very well for him right there. That's insane. We talked about you don't want to waste that and not get the kill on Storm. You just used it and didn't get the kill on Bristle now.
Wow.
Slark is getting close to that Diffusal Blade. What is Slark? Can he even get pickups, or do you need the BKB after that to still
I don't think you can fight. Like, you have no team fight on PSG.LGD right now. Yeah. Like, it's boat. And you need to get to the part of the game where fights start lasting long enough for these stat steals on your big 2 damage dealers to to matter.
Yeah.
Boxy, like, his stacks are self-generated,
Wait,
right? He's just plus 200 damage.
Look at this. Let's farm it up from level 8.5 to almost level 9.5 here.
This is the 5-position dream, I believe.
Dude, it has to be. And look at, they've got a triple stack, up just a double stack on the Ancients, but Alliance, they're going back to the basics. Stack, kill stacks, be farmed.
Yeah, the top 4 net worth, all Alliance heroes. Like, come on.
No,
passed,
wait,
yeah.
wait.
Dude, that is honestly crazy. Look at this Enigma.
No, OD.
Last pick Enigma. As, like, Team Alliance, you've got to be so happy with that. This is your bread and butter.
You probably were thinking, like, how did they give this to it? Like, they were probably thinking before they picked it, like, are we being countered somehow? And, well, top lane, they're looking for Chalice again. There will be the Torrent thrown out, but it doesn't hit. There's going to be an Axe. Chalice can just TP out, and he will, but the Yules is here, and there it is.
Beautiful.
Can't do it in time. Another good reason he got this Yules, and will continue to chase the Kunkka. There's going to be another boat thrown out. Will Boxy dodge it? No, it does hit him. But guess what? Axe Nova popping the Bloodlust. It's going to be the Axe. Won't be able to get the kill, but just gets out.
Mickey does have the Deso complete. OD has 3 armor when he's away from towers. Let's see. Slark will have 8. Kunkka will have 5. That's a lot of low armor against Bristleback included.
Yeah.
And they should be able to take Roche at pretty much any point for Alliance. Bristleback, one of the best Roshing heroes in the entirety of Dota. Sticky Nasal Goo, or Vicious Nasal Goo.
Viscous.
Viscous Nasal Goo. What does it do here? So it's base armor loss. It's 9 minus armor at the current level he has it, once he has 4 stacks on the Roche.
It's a decent amount, as well as the Deso that you have on Ember, so Roche will be dropping, and it's going to be a 5-man rotation down here from PSG.LGD.
Enigma does have the blink. Back hole is at the ready if they see an opportunity, but another game where if you're this far ahead, I think the threat of Black Hole is more important than looking to use it.
Especially for the Roche as well, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
like, as long as Black Hole's up, they can never do Roche, and you can always do it, it feels like.
It's just Slark is so scared to ever commit. If I'm playing Slark and I know Enigma has Black Hole, if he's ever missing, how am I ever going to pounce onto a target and feel good about it?
It just feels like we're all, if you're PSG.LGD, you're all just stuck in your own jungle right now. They were actually 5-man in their own jungle. Bottom. Mickey does need to be a little bit careful. There are still a lot of heroes down here. Chalice, X Nova, as well as that fly. He's coming all the way from behind. Can he get the tornado off? He does hit it. Will he be able to get the stunner? Is he gone? Nope. See you later.
How was that going to work? They required like a perfect execution.
Uh-oh, and now Somnus. Yep, OD in a lot of trouble. Does have the 4-step. Will be a Yules by Boxy to stop that boat if it was coming out. Somnus just going to get run down here. The stun will fly, but Boxy still gets the kills because of the behind, gets the spray. And it is a tough kill. He is an Ogre Axe, by the way. He doesn't even care. He's like, should I go around? No, because there's an ulti on the other side. Insania, so much armor, finally gets done up. There's a freeze. Black Hole's going. Can they get Ame? Here comes Koifa. No more mana. Does somehow survive. Midnight Pulse won't quite get the kill. EMP goes out. On the backside, it is Mickey, though. FY about to fall. Chalice does kill Insania, and they don't get it.
Oh, just in business time.
And Chalice will fall himself, though. Does get some cleave damage, but it's not enough, and you're just getting run down.
I've played this matchup. I think Bristleback is a hard counter to Kunkka, by the way. I don't think Kunkka can do anything to you. You spend the entire game, lane game, everything, getting viscous nasal good and ran at. Like, Kunkka wants his Tidebringer and X-Torrent combo to threaten you with the damage as well as the lockdown. And Kunkka,
every once in a while, maybe you have like a Jordan-esque flu game, but otherwise you're just in bed with the sniffly nose as your friends go out to the park without you.
Yeah, and you have this wild porcupine you talked about that is just spitting on you.
It's not a porcupine.
Sorry, armadillo or hedgehog. Okay, porcupine, hedgehog, everything, same thing.
Do they really want Mickey? They know. Look, he only has 1,300 life. You just got to get him locked down once, and they
almost got him.
They just can't.
I
like how he goes in there though to check, and he's like, he sees the TP and he just gets out.
The problem with the PSG.LGD lineup right now, or rather just their game state, is that they're not only behind, but look at the items on their course. They're all in for fighting, like right now. You've got a drums, a pipe, a force, but no one's going to scale.
Whoa, they're going to look. Uh-oh. Mickey could be in a little bit of trouble. A lot of trouble. Gets the kill. Now they might try to chase Insania. Will they find him, though? That's the question. It looks like they will.
Managed to die there. That was impressive.
This is going to be quite a bit of agility here for the Slark. Gets 2 free agility, and now they back out. It was a 5-man commitment, but you got a big kill on Mickey.
So they have a BKB coming out on Storm, a BKB coming out on Bristleback, and a BKB coming out on Enigma, all in the next, say, 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's go time.
Yep.
Because... well, wait. Look at what PSG.LGD have to break BKBs.
They have Slark. That was you know.
So they got
Desperate.
nothing.
That's it.
They got
That's it.
nothing, it sounds like. Somnus is getting closer to level 15. I like it. It's 4-staff into Sheep. You got to do something crazy. And, you know, you get a Hex on this Storm or the Ember. They're dead. They will die.
Maybe we were being a bit, you know, this is Alliance after all.
Yeah.
So they do have a tendency
To not end games.
not to flame,
But to flame, continue.
but they throw a little bit. And this is the best team in Group A. PSG.LGD already locked up the first seed. They've got Ogre, and they've got Slark and OD. A couple mistakes, and these heroes will eventually take over. We're just not expecting that because Alliance's BKB timing is just so powerful.
Yep. And they've shown they have played well. They've made one mistake, that mistake we just saw, but besides that, they've looked pretty flawless in the execution. There's the BKB on Bristle, first one, and there's the 150 GPM talent on Enigma. Your gold
They
starts
just
flying.
literally have 4 cores. Enigma, one of the scariest heroes in the late game of Dota, unless you have a BKB piercing black hole disable.
And it doesn't look like they do.
Thank you, Grant.
You're welcome.
They are setting up a bit top on Alliance just in case they choose to push this on LGD. On Slark, this type of game, you feel really bad because you can't show in lanes and feel good about it because Dark Pact doesn't actually save you. You will just get black holed and die.
Yeah.
And there's always this long reach follow-up as well, so it's not like the black hole alone is a stun. You have the Ember or Storm that should almost always, based on the positioning on the map, be able to follow up the black hole.
I love it. X Nova as well as Ame up top, though. They're just like sitting where the Dar usually sits. They don't see anyone on the map. They're not risking it.
I actually love this Eels even more because Bristleback gets move speed from his passive and
It's
or
percentage based,
Exactly,
yes.
exactly. So you just get bonus.
So when you have 7 stacks, that's 28% movement speed, which on the Yules makes it an extra 5 movement speed, Kyle.
You know what that is? That's value.
That's value.
And
Pure
it's sort
value.
of like when you.
And he took the 20 movement
let's say he
speed
had a Soul
talent.
Ring, right? He could, if he dropped the Yules to use the Soul Ring, that'd be extra mana. All these little efficiency things, they add up. They matter.
Yeah,
Slark
they do.
is getting close to the BKB. As you talk about, though, it's you get black hold, and I just missed kill on Somnus. My bad. It's just Ember. It looks like Ember as well as Koikfa, and Koikfa picked up his BKB. Didn't even have to use it right there.
Yeah, that Desolator is going to be a huge problem for OD. He is 400 gold off of a sheep, which could give them a way to deal with these BKBs coming out if they can get them before they activate the BKBs.
I'm making rent. There's the black hole, the
Oh, the
midnight
Yules.
pulse, and the Yules as well. So the
That was a
Ogre
sick
can't do any
Yules.
sort of cancel, and he's just going to get brought down now as well.
That was an Ember Spirit Yules. I like the Ember Spirit Yules. I feel like this item is way under-purchased on this hero. All these Embers are dying to roots. That is all they ever die to nowadays because people know how to punish it.
Yep, and you can't stop Remnant Aways after a self-Yules with many spells
Yeah.
anymore. As long as you press it in the direction facing.
Well, they're going in. There's going to be the minus armor. Only has 2 armor up on this Roach
Solar
with the
Crest
medallion.
Bristle is busted, Grant. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have, but why is it busted? Explain for
You
us.
just have so much damage built into your kit. Look at Bristle. He's hitting for 400 damage with no items, and then you have viscous nasal goo on
realize
top of it.
You were so hype on Bristle. I love this.
No,
hero.
I love Bristle. I've been
Bristle.
playing a lot of
Yeah.
Bristle. I love Bristle.
I feel like a lot of the thing is there's Bristle players or you're not. Like there's people like this hero is made for someone like Boxy who simply does not understand fear.
Yeah.
You've got to always be pushing the envelope because you'll just find yourself surviving. Like the mid tower fight, he's like, "Oh, wait, I'm alive."
I think I think the funnest change to Bristle that made me really enjoy playing him is that towers. Bristleback now works on towers, so you can dive people early game and purposely chase them past the tower, so the tower's hitting you, and then you're killing them with that extra quill spray that the tower hits. There's a lot of things about Bristle I think are super fun, and he's also only got 2 buttons, which fits my description perfectly of a hero I like to play.
Well, Somnus, I love it. Baiting out X Nova up top, has the 4-staff plus sheep stick. So if it is just like a Storm or an Ember, you're getting sheep, you probably will just get ulted and die. But no one's committing up here.
They do have the BKB Enigma. They do have, this sheep stick is really important, but the fact that they're able to get this Aegis on the one that does not have the BKB is really nice.
You need to kill a hero pre-BKB, and that's a tall task when you have an Enigma. Like, A Blink BKB Enigma at that. Like,
whoa.
What's the Slark? The Slark has a BKB.
Oh my goodness, he is the double chain. They even get the last hit on the tower, won't get denied. There will be an EMP, will it do anything? Looks like an FY is going to try to get away. Chalice is taking some damage, but they're going to try to turn it. And now you're going to get a lot of agility stacks here. Samson's going to pop the ulti. They still haven't been able to kill Boxy. He gets the BKB up on the backside, and Senya was casting his ulti, but it doesn't quite do anything. Everyone just BKB'd up. No one taking that much damage, but Somnus will go down. The Radiant Courier goes down as well. And oh, that hurts. There's going to be the stun. There's going to be an Atos as well. He has the Aegis. He still has a Yules as well, and he's going to use it. X-Nova just melting on down right here, and he dodges it. There's going to be a jump forward. Koikpo wants to get this kill, makes it downhill. It's a 2 for 0.
That was really well played by Koikpo there at the end.
He's dancing on him right now.
Ember Spirit has no TP, so he can't like TP base and come back full.
Oh my goodness, they haven't even killed his Aegis yet. They're trying so hard to get the Aegis, they finally bring it down. Well.
Alliance just glyphed.
Did they? But they're leaving. Is that a misclick?
I don't know.
If you glyph the creep wave, does Kunkka Splash still hit you?
No. Wait, yes.
I thought it did. Didn't we see it? I think we did see it. And
I was curious if that might be why they glyphed it, because he ended up dying to the Tidebringer. So
but he did it later, too. It was odd.
Yeah, okay.
Possible hockey misclick, but not the biggest deal at this point. Because you do still have that tier 1, so if they take
maybe they were internally debating whether or not they should still push the tier 3, and they needed that creep wave to do it.
May pops the BKB. There's going to be a tornado as well. Boxy is going to get a lot of agility stolen from him, and Koikpo needs to be a little bit careful. Has the bottle charge, and instead they'll go for FY, but you need that detection.
Yeah, they've missed 2 kills on Invoker now with no detection.
Look mid.
I'm looking mid. Who is it? It's going to be the OD, almost getting brought down. There's a midnight pulse.
Black hole.
But now the Slark, guess what? He's here, and this might be a kill on the Enigma. He already used his Dark Pack, so he can't get out of it, but a nice stun. Here comes the... Yep, gets the kill on FY. X-Nova goes down as well. Meke is going to TV back, but he can make it back, obviously, with his ulti. Ame, he is taking so much agility right now. He has already stolen about 48. There's going to be a buyback from X-Nova. They want to take this fight. Ame gets another 200 gold. Senya trying to get out of here. 4-stepped up the hill. And on the back, Boxy, he's just beating everyone down. The problem is if you can't lock anyone down, they're just going to run from you. There's going to be a Bola's Dark Pack will take it off, and here comes the Sheepstick. Oh, the Ember Spirit's in a lot of trouble. Will get bursted down immediately. Now they're going to chase after. There's going to be the Atos. It's on FY, by the way, and there's going to be a BKB into a TP, but you're not going to be as lucky, Crystal Main. There's a 4-step. He makes it over the trees, but I think you're going to be diving this, and there's going to be the pounce. Didn't get the Dark Pack, still saving it, it looks like, for Koik, but just in case he wants to go in. And all of a sudden, it is still a 10K lead, but you can kind of feel the tide shifting here.
Ame's starting to get strong. The stacks are, well, stacking.
They are. Dang. 54 agility, 6 permanent.
Dude, Silver Edge coming out soonish as well.
They might have just found by. He's kind of by himself right here. That's going to be a ton of agility. There will be the Yules pop. Taiga doesn't have a black hole as a BKB, but that doesn't do too much. Will they be able to get this kill? I don't know. It's a tough one. Just stealing agility. Oh, Ame. He knew they weren't getting boxy. He's like, all right, I'll get the Enigma.
I like that Ame went lifesteal against Bristleback specifically. Any hero that Slark takes damage from by hitting them, Axe, Bristleback, Legion, I like a lot. You build taking the lifesteal talent. It allows you to sustain in fights and hit them more.
And he also has like that insane, it's similar to like when you watch a lot of, well, not a lot honestly, but like OG yesterday, that awareness of like targets, right? He just goes for the leap on Enigma, misses it, sure, but it was the thought that counts. Like that was the right awareness, because you know you're not killing Bristle.
Yep. I think Taiga needs to be a little bit more careful with his black holes. They used black hole, I think, trying to get a kill on.
It was in middle, yeah.
On I think it was the OD or something.
Yeah, it was.
And if it fails and you don't have the black hole, Slark can just play much more freely in the game. I'd rather almost not use black hole than have it do that.
PSG.LGD, they want a fight over as much terrain as possible. They want a huge map, and they want to just kind of pick and pull. They don't want a huge 5-on-5. They want 3 skirmishes at the same time. Alliance, they just want to go. And I honestly would love to see them group up a bit more, because really, they have the BKBs. You don't fear any AoE. The only thing that's really coming through, the Somnus Sheepstick is going to be the reason PSG.LGD win this game in the event they pull through. Because
you just killed the Ember immediately with it.
All 3 of his kills were on big cores. Yep. Or, well, you know, 3 cores. 3 kills he was a part of. Yeah. 21 to 10.
I understand what you're saying, my friend. It's a 2-5-1. I got you. Taiga, he is in Viz right here. Has the black hole now. Chalice Xing. Definitely not black hole in this young man. Yules into the air, but gets the X off barely. They knew, and they are grouped up as 5 now. But what's going on?
That's not a bear. It's a centaur.
It's a centaur. Did I call it a bear?
I think Kyle's losing it.
I've lost it long ago.
We've lost it, and hopefully Alliance hasn't lost this game quite yet, but they are just locking down heroes, and it feels like, how does Alliance actually get into the... This has always been their problem, right? They're one of the teams with like those 40, 50K leads that it's tough to end, but they are going to try. They're going to look for the Ogre.
There's no buyback. It's a big kill if they find it.
They can't get it quite yet.
I want to see them commit. They have Blink BKB Enigma. You see Slark bottom. Like, just
do some.
Go
right
for
now,
it.
he's just farming. He's completely okay with what's going on right now.
They do have an Orchid coming out on Storm, and it's going to beat the BKB of OD, which is a pretty big deal if they can capitalize on that brief window.
Yules after Yules gets the X off. There's a full Solar Crest as well as a Hurricane Pike, though, from the OD.
That's a sick item.
Ooh.
It's a lot of damage done.
Sick, yeah. And the stacks, you can see, the longer
Whoa,
these fights go,
there's
whoa,
a black hole!
hole!
It will be on Ame, and he doesn't get the ulti up. Nice
No
job by
buyback.
Taiga. They're going to move in. It's just pure chaos now. The Ogre doesn't have buyback if they get him as well, but doesn't look like they will. There's going to be a BKB pop by Boxy. I think he's just doing it to clear them all out. They need to get into the base and do some damage, though, to this building. We didn't talk. They don't have the best building hitters on Alliance, like to siege buildings.
Bristleback's not that bad. I guess they have Hurricane Pike, though, on the OD, so he can kind of just soak the intelligence off of you.
Dude, and the high ground from PSG is so annoying to deal with. You've got so much spam, the Invoker spells, the Bloodlusted Tower, Kunkka.
Yeah.
The Slurg also goes buyback now.
Okay.
I don't think you...
If they take a if there's somehow a forced engagement where Alliance dives tier 4s, we've seen it.
Yeah, but look at this. The creeps are dead. They
Yep,
are. He
there
is
it
going to
is.
buy back immediately. Will they be able to make it out? No BKB up on the Bristle quite yet. Meke, he has his, though. Koikva's just going to TP out. There's going to be Meke as well. Will they be able to find anyone? Crystal Main on the high ground. Woo, that almost actually hit him. He does get the Dark Pack, but now he's just going to get right-click down, and uh-oh. Ember Spirit goes down, and Alliance, they can't crack the base.
Yeah.
This is scary now. Ogre has a
They
lad, by
have
the
to
way.
find the Invoker. The thing is, what makes this PSG.LGD lineup difficult is that there's the Invoker for Peel, but they have to go for the OD, right? Because if they don't, he's just going to Astral their target. And it's very difficult for Alliance to collapse when they don't have all their spells up.
Is it crazy for
Specifically Black
Enigma to go Lincolns for his teammates? Is that crazy? Like, I don't actually know. Because they have very few things that actually break the Lincolns, and you have the Sheepstick, which is a serious problem.
Oh, FY. It's a tough kill on Bristle. There's a Crystal Main and a Koikva behind him. Ember does not have a buyback. So they got to be very careful. Obviously, Bristle still feels nigh unkillable right now, but you just kill everyone else.
He is going for a pretty late
Koikva!
halberd.
Oh, little late on the leap. And they instant, did they? Oh, I thought they smoked. I'm crazy.
I think Slark OD is probably the two most notable core duo. It is the most notable core duo to pick Halberd up against. You can't purge it on Slark. OD's a ranged hero, so the last 5 seconds.
I actually would have really preferred that he had it by
Earlier?
now, I
Yeah.
think. And also, love this itemization choice on Ame. Nullifier.
Oh,
Whoa.
now
Just
Nana
kidding.
is. Just kidding. You don't like it now.
Well, Nullifier at some point will be the choice, and I like that
Yeah.
decision because it
Oh.
means that he can just go straight for the Storm or Ember and prevent the BKBs.
And X-Nova, he gets found, no buyback, and they actually have Dust this time. They will jump forward on this Invoker, and it's going to be 2 quick kills for Koikva.
That's why I'd like to see them target him in every fight, because he dies in 3 hits.
He has 10 armor, and you're against a Solar, so after just the Solar, you're at negative armor.
Well,
Roche is up again. If they want to just take it, they do a
Feels like it
lot
would
of
be.
deeps.
or do you, I mean, pushing base good. They do just get buyback right now on Invoker, obviously support, and you don't want to this low.
I don't
but-
know. You have Storm Spirit, and you do so much freaking damage to Roche. I feel like they should check this and just do it.
But Box, he's running in. Do they have creeps? They do. Coming very slowly, but backdoor's gone now. We have a Solar Crest as well on Chalice. He is pretty farmed, by the way. We haven't talked much about the offlane Kunkka. Oh, Lotus, Yules onto Yules. He will X himself back there, doing some building damage. Can they get this? This would be nice. If you could get this kill and just back out, you know, get the shrines, then take Roche. It's a decent deal. You still have that Enigma.
I don't know, you've got Black Hole. I think you go for this, Grant.
Go. All right. Let's see.
Good call, Kyle.
Thanks.
They back out.
Look, man, if anyone can predict Alliance's play, find them, because they will pay them a lot of money.
That is a good point.
And looks like they will go for the shrine. Do you go into Roche, or are you still nervous about doing it
You
now?
let the lane. You let the lanes be good, I think, first.
I think you
You
kill
have
the
top
shrine,
lane pushed in, mid
kill
lane
the shrine,
pushed in.
camp the high ground, right? You
Yeah.
want, what did we discuss? It's all about the terrain. Alliance, you want choke points. PSG.LGD, you want open flatlands.
Enigma does have an invis rune.
Oh, and he's gonna break the smoke. Oh man,
Oh.
Taiga, he's baiting him in. I heard a Sunstrike as well. They're gonna leap in. There's gonna be the BKB black hole. They're gonna try to just kill the OD immediately, and they do. He goes down. Will they find more? FY, all the Yules into the air. Do we got detection? We do. There's the dust pop by Boxy. On the backside, they're trying to leave together. You should probably just leave him at this point because Mickey's going to pop his BKB. He's going to go in. There's going to be the boat to mitigate a decent amount of damage, but they all pop their BKB so they don't even get hit by it. They're going to try to run forward. And look at this. Insania, what are you doing up here? He's ulting. Now he's getting back.
Enigma has a refresher being delivered.
He does, but uh-oh. They found the Ember again, and he is going to go down. 2 buybacks used, though.
Eon Disc completed on Slark.
Okay, they go right into it. Big play here by PSG.LGD. Looked like they were just losing that fight horribly. They lost a big core, but guess what? You got the buybacks. OG showed last year.
We saw this, in the previous series. When you have all these buffs, every single item that a carry can pick up, it's like doubly effective.
This is scary if you're Brits. He does have the black hole again. He popped it. There it is. It hits.
He got 3.
The Midnight Pulse is there. 2 of them have blown him. The boat will mitigate some damage, but Ame is still alive. They do get an Atos Sunstorm, so it really just blow up. It looks like Quake will be the next one to go down. He does. They try to chase on the backside. X-Nova's dead as well. They're in the pit, but Chalice, he's going to die, and everyone is dead on the Radiant side. They're all buying back. FY, he's not going to make it out in Taiga. He might have just secured the Roche, if not the entire game.
What a beast.
Oh my goodness.
Hits for 400, guys, with no items. You guys ready for the 25 on the Bristleback? I'm ready.
Oh, and they're going to get a freeze. They want to do something here. Chalice is in. They just want to steal it. Can they do it?
He's got to get X back.
He's going to be bad.
Oh.
Chalice actually gets it. He steals both of them again. X-Nova will get frozen. Will he die? More than likely. They don't even care about this guy, though. What does he actually do? They want to get Chalice. Boxy's godlike. Now they get the freeze. Chalice in a little bit of trouble right now. A lot of bit of trouble. And just getting right-click time after time. He's just frozen into place. He does have the Aegis. They got to do this again.
They have the cheese on Crystal Maiden, if that ever matters.
We'll see. There'll be another freeze. Oh, there's going to be the Lotus going for the kill. Chalice knows. He's just buying time, though. It felt like they could have maybe just ran to the base here.
They still have time to get at least 1 lane of racks. Mid lane's already pushed in, hitting the barracks. Yeah, it's going to die to catapults, funny enough.
What towns did he go for on Bristle?
He had to take the damage, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
he did.
I have.
Dude, he hits so hard.
He does. Look at this. No damage items that you guys say, and he's hitting, it looked like plus 490 at one point.
Yeah, if he's gooing you, he'll hit for about 600 or 700.
You just go to end it? It looks
Hell
like
yeah.
they will. There's no buybacks. The first person alive is 10 seconds, will be the OD. They're not doing the most damage. They need more heroes here. Here we go. Here comes the Crystal Maiden. And here comes the Death, though. That's the big one. Minus armor now here. OD, the only one alive. Invoker alive in 5 as well. What do you do now? It doesn't look like you can do anything. You don't have a glyph. The game is just going to end. There's the BKBs pop just so they can't do anything. And there it is. Alliance with a gigantic big boy play from Taiga on the Enigma, getting that refresher. And holy smokes, they blow them up. It looked like PSG. They were still down 15K, but you saw if they get that Roche, like just uncontested. Whew.
That game looked like it might be. Honestly, you're just afraid because it's Alliance. But realistically, their draft was awesome. That 22 pick Enigma, or was it 22? No,
21.
21 pick. But there was no counter. There's no counter to the Enigma, and Tiger recognizes that. This is not a team fight game. Blink, BKB, refresher. Him and Boxy pretty much single-handedly taking him down as the Spirits suffered a little. But
yeah. I liked most of the item builds coming out from Alliance. The Yule Scepters were really cool. And there was a prediction for who would get 50 CS first that game, by the way. Who do you think it was?
Enigma.
Yeah, it was Enigma.
Yeah, it usually is when it's.
Yeah, that's just crazy, right? Like, in terms of the fact that they didn't suffer in the other 3 lanes. That's the major thing I see with Enigma. Any hero like this that's super greedy. And that's the problem I have with Invoker. I don't feel like he's a greedy hero that somehow benefits his team quickly. Do you know what I mean? Like, with Enigma, he's super greedy, but then 7 or 8 minutes in, that greed immediately pays off. And it just doesn't feel like that with Invoker. I've been proven, so far, Invoker's been unimpressive as a 4.
Just keep in mind, Alliance, they got 1, they need another. They've got to continue winning games if they want to ensure that they end up in the upper bracket. They had 7 points to start. Now they're at 8. That's what Newbie started with. Again, TNC playing Liquid, 7 and 6 points. Newbie playing Mineski, 8 and 7 points.
If Alliance makes 9, are they guaranteed upper bracket or guaranteed tiebreaker?
They're guaranteed tiebreaker if they win this game.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. Sick game, sick plays. I love the draft from Alliance. This is when you have must-win games. This is what I like to see. Solid synergy. The item choice is great. Everyone's on a comfort hero, and it fits the identity of the Team Alliance we've all come to know and love.
It is. So we are going to, that was a hype one. We are going to take a quick chill pill. We're going to take a quick break. But when we get back, it's going to be PSG.LGD versus Alliance. Game number 2. Can Alliance do it again? or will the big dogs take the last game? You'll have to stick around and find out. See you then. Hello, everyone at home, everyone around the world, you from Iceland, you from Malaysia, everywhere.
Me?
Yes, even you, BSJ.
What about me?
Here right now, Kyle. Yes, even you.
All
me,
right.
I agree as well. And we've got PSG.LGD. We've got Alliance, an Alliance with the one game upset so far, but they need to win game number 2 to get themselves possibly to that upper bracket. And guess what? We already have a draft. And I said, guess what? Might as well just say it 20 more times.
What?
Just kidding.
What am I guessing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh.
Exactly.
What time are we going to get into right
Boop.
now. Boom.
Yep. And we get our first pick perfectly in time. It is an Elder Titan. And we've seen that first picked quite a bit. Enchantress banned out.
Look at the Enigma ban.
Yeah, you have
The
to.
respect. That was a 9th pick Enigma last game.
Still
and
over
yet,
in the pool.
Yep. And
Dabba dabba do.
What?
What?
I was like,
whoa, we're zany. So what do we like? I think it's Ogre +1 here. No, they're
Ogre
gonna
Crystal Maiden.
Are they doing Bristle again?
No, Crystal Ogre.
Yes,
Oh.
they
Dude,
are.
Axe or Legion, please.
Remember Coddle Bristle? I
Yes.
think CM Bristle's actually
It's just
way
better, yeah.
It's so good.
Well, Coddle just sucks.
Because the one concern you have is Bristle. Like, you want to be able to spam because as you literally farm faster, you deal way more damage. You need to be able to snot spam as well to harass and lane or not lane, but you know what I mean. Like, you just want to have mana and you don't want to itemize for it.
And you don't want to have to be near. Like, you don't have to be near Crystal Maiden for that. You just get it globally.
It's the dream. I
Please,
love it. I love
Axe
it against
or
DT.
Legion.
Whoa.
Okay, kind of.
Okay.
Okay.
Dilation wrecks Bristle,
Yeah,
but he
but-
just buys Yules and Lotus.
Yeah, I like Void versus Bristle in general. I played it a couple times, and I don't know if it's because there was a pub or whatever, but my lane went pretty bad. Like, it felt like a bad lane matchup because you have sustained damage on Bristle. Like, you kind of just continuously poke the Void. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you just
Void.
use Dilation when you get like 3-4 stacks on you.
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is over time, you don't really. It just depends on how it's a very snowbally matchup, meaning that if Void can bully you, then the Bristleback can't play the game, but if it's the other way around, Void kind of just has a Bristleback in his face the entire time, and that's not what Void wants to be doing. So I wouldn't be surprised if LGD potentially looks to like tri-lane for the first wave or two for the Void, just to secure that early lead, maybe picking a more independent offlaner. They already have a ton of damage to throw into the Chrono with the Elder Titan Earth Splitter, and Elder Titan kind of sets up a lot of other damage, right? Because you have the Spirit that does the magic resistance reduction, so any other nukes can be good, something like these Pugnas, Linas,
Anyone who can dish out mixed damage into the Chrono.
Yeah. Let's see. Zeus, Wind Ranger. Yeah, I'm just throwing out heroes that fit that
Awesome.
description.
Come on now.
Morana's already banned, right? Yeah, Morana's already banned, one of the premier Void synergies. Maybe we'll see a Pudge this game. We've seen a couple Pudges against Void specifically. Didn't work out too well. Skywrath Mage could be
Do you
reasonable.
guys like Pudge Middle? Do you think Pudge is a better off laner or like a solo lane or like a safe laner?
I think he's best in whatever lane. He's not going to have a terrible level 1 through 3. So it could be any lane.
Quick sidebar.
Update us.
Sideline reporter Kyle coming in with an update. We did see TNC take the first game off of Liquid.
Yeah.
Mineski taking a game off of Newbie. Now, this is
They're
important
good. They're looking
because
good.
it means both of those teams now at 8 points, along with Alliance. So you've got
Holy
guaranteed time. You have 4 teams now.
So
with 8
Liquid's out.
points.
Liquid's out of upper bracket.
Liquid is
Yes.
guaranteed in the lower bracket. They will be playing a BO1 elimination game.
On the
That's
main
nuts.
stage.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it is. So pretty much PSG.LGD, a lot of teams are rooting for him right now. They want them to be
That's not
Alliance.
updated, right? Alliance has 8 points?
Alliance, TNC, and Mineski all with 8 points.
Okay,
so
so-
Mineski gets one more game against Newbie. One of those teams will have 9.
And they're
they will
guaranteed.
be guaranteed in.
Whoever wins that game,
No.
guaranteed. No,
No, they're not because TNC or Alliance
Kyle,
could
I
still
swear
win.
you.
No, because we could still have a scenario where there is a 3-way tiebreaker for the last
Upper
2
bracket.
spots.
2.
Yes, because if Alliance wins this game, TNC beats Liquid, and Mineski beats Newbie, they'd all have 9 points.
Mineski
would
or
have 8.
Newbie doesn't matter.
Correct.
Right,
One of those
'cause
teams
both
will have
of-
9
yeah, yeah.
points. So it's Alliance and TNC. If only one of them wins, the winner's in. If they both win, tiebreakers. If they both lose, that would mean
There's a 3-way tiebreaker as well. If they
Correct.
both win
For
or
the
both
last,
lose.
For the
Correct.
last
Correct.
one spot instead
Yeah.
of 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's there's a lot of stuff going on, and you honestly should be watching all 4 streams if you can. There's a lot of good Dota going on. We're glad you chose us, and we're glad you chose Alliance versus PSG.LGD because that first game was pretty damn exciting.
Can we also say that you, the viewer, you have excellent taste.
You do.
You really do. We love you.
Yep. For the most part, except
Not
you,
really.
and you know who you are.
Yeah, I love saying like the end of my stream. Thank you for watching. I love all of you except for most of you, and then just sign. But the
BSJ only likes subscribers. Anyone that doesn't pay him for affection,
You're not
exactly. Yep. The one question. Wait. So it's Alliance and TNC are the ones that dictate the tiebreaker. Meaning, if there's going to be a tiebreaker. So if you're watching, we just need to see whatever happens this game. If the same thing happens for TNC, meaning if Alliance wins and TNC wins, tiebreaker. If they lose, then they lose, tiebreaker. Otherwise, no tiebreakers.
So
that's what we came to the conclusion?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So if I'd say Alliance looking pretty good that first game, and LGD, even though they have nothing to play for, definitely tried. Like, it wasn't like they were experimenting anything crazy.
If they didn't have that Enigma refresher right there, right, they get that Roche probably. You can't take that fight. Like, the game probably evens out right there.
Yeah.
Like, it was one fight away from being an even game again.
No Invoker, please, for LGD. Thank you.
You do have the Faceless Void, though.
I know.
I'm with you. I mean, if it's a middle Invoker, what about that? Like, last?
Okay, if it's like an Exort middle Invoker, that's different.
Yep. And there's a guess what? Hey, let's run it back. They don't have the Enigma, though, which was a big part of what they did.
There's a decent amount of heroes that do really well mid. I think Lina stands out to me a lot this game.
That's a great
with
pick.
the Void.
With the Void against Storm.
I also think you can inevitably buy Silver Edge later on in the game to truthfully deal with the Bristle, but also you'll be holding him in place at a point, so it's not difficult to hit him from the face.
What about a Lina 4 even?
I love that idea, but you would need more setup.
I'm saying you pick Lina 4 here. Like, you pick Lina, potentially make it a 4 or 3, and then the next pick could be some stun. Yeah.
I really like Alina, to your point, into Axe or LC, and then you last pick whether you mid or your 4.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
People have not been prioritizing
Lion.
Okay. Lion Lina, similar. The prototypical Storm counter.
Instant axe pick for them. Is that a
Vago
deny-ish
axe? Kind of.
It's excellent against the Void.
And
so it's a carry Bristleback this game.
Yes.
Rather than a offlane Bristleback, which I think is perfectly.
It could be a 4.
Yeah,
4
could
axe.
Be 4 axe.
Yeah,
because if jungles right, it does the same thing with the Bristle. You're not just in lane sticking together with your team. No.
What if it's a 5 axe? We've actually seen that before.
But just support axe in general.
Yeah. I'm just saying that it is a certain match. Like, there are certain offlaners that really struggle, depending on what they pick against the axe. Where if it's a safe lane in the safe lane support, like Crystal Maiden operates fine as an offlane support.
I will say Boxy probably is one of the best axe players in the world, though. He was, even when he started with -1 armor, he was the only person picking it and still
What about
with
5 Bristleback?
Well, then you just no. I'm gonna hit you with a no there, BSJ. That's a nah for me, dog.
I know.
What about his
no?
What about his Dagon? Like, Dagon makes them go day gone.
Yeah, they are gone.
I mean, I don't mind it as much.
That's a scary pick. That is
so good with Void. I love Void Timber.
And you have Axe Bristleback. Yeah.
It's a nice one.
Ooh.
Oof.
Eek. So, also on the other side, why'd they ban the Bloodseeker? Sorry, going back a little bit to
because they're planning on Timber, right?
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Huh. Yeah, Void's pretty good against Bloodseeker, so that's a lot.
But now you got the Timber Saw, and it sounds like you guys are liking this PSG.LGD draft
liking
decent
it
amount.
far more than I like Alliances this far.
You've got answers now, right? You look at, okay, what do we have for Storm? Hex, Chrono, solid. All right, Strength Heroes, Timber, got it, cool. And you're tanky, and you've got the ET to ensure you'll continue to scale.
And you damage during Chrono. But the desynergy between ET and Timber. Timber already does pure damage.
That's
Damn. Yeah. Why even? Yeah, it's done. LGD, they're out.
Alliance banned the OD themselves.
Yeah, both teams OD was looking good, but OD has had lackluster performances. I've seen a lot of teams pass him up when it seems like a good OD game. Maybe the last 3 or 4 nerfs have added up.
Could this be a QoP for maybe? I'd love QoP in very, very specific scenarios. 1, maybe is playing it.
Yeah.
2, you've got tons of lockdown and frontline in front of you. You have a matchup you can abuse, and you don't necessarily need to be your team's you don't want to be the hard carry QoP. You want to have the freedom to itemize however you'd like, and just sort of shove lanes, play a peaceful game. You don't want to be forced to do things as a QoP.
It is tough, Axe and Storm, though, right?
In theory.
I would rather see Lena, but I think QoP. I always like QoP Void because you get you get to watch the QoP ulti force people out of the chrono. I always thought that was pretty fun.
I like this more because Alliance have some major damage issues at the moment. It's another answer to the Storm, and you outlane him. And in addition, it's just you have more setup now for the Timber and the ET. It's a feels good hero.
Look at how beefy your cores are too. Like the Timber DK.
Does Alliance just?
They need a gotcha pick.
Broodmother has to be the pick.
Into Timber?
I'm not saying it's like what else gotcha hero is there. Like Timber doesn't own you. I'm saying that they have to drastically shift the status quo of this draft to win. I think like they are so far behind.
I agree. I think that they're significantly behind.
And this is a very important game for them.
For sure.
Very, very important. They've got 30 seconds to think about it, though.
Last game we saw the bristle, and then LGD didn't respond immediately. In this game, this is kind of a classic innate approach where you just directly counter everything you see. And you just last picked a Morphling into Lion.
And ET.
And
Dude,
ET.
ET's like the Omega counter.
Yeah.
Like, you just Elder Titan
There's
Faceless
a 5-axe? No, 5.
It
five
is a 5
bristleback.
You called it.
I knew it.
I hate this. I'm actually just mad now. I'm legitimately mad.
I don't want to be here.
I'm out of here. BSJ solo casting. Have fun, everyone. See you. No, but okay.
This is no joke. This is a tie-breaking for upper bracket at TI deciding game, and we are watching a 5 bristleback.
Can we break it? Like, honestly, I know I don't think it sounds good, so I need someone to help me understand. Terrible. Yeah, like, so what, BSJ, you kind of called it. I don't know if it was a little, like, half and half, but, like, what?
I only said it jokingly because the other options didn't sound very good. So what I was like, if they don't sound very good, is that actually a considerable option? This is just such a hard countered bristleback that
you had to do something.
That maybe there's something I'm missing about the hero's kit that makes him a decent 5.
You just play it like a 5 ogre now, right? You're just this tanky dude and you just run at people?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I just can't imagine a hero like Bristle functioning with no items. That's like...
Yeah, I mean, maybe they figured, hey, he's going to be useless anyway, so now he'll be our 5 support, but that just doesn't feel good. It's like, remember we saw Bat early picked and then made a support?
Yeah.
Like the worst Bat game ever, and it was just like, wow, you can't lane anywhere. Like
you can't lasso and kill anybody. Like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm super excited either way to see a 5-position bristleback at a deciding game at TI. Hey, says bristleback.
And I mean, we're definitely going to be keeping a little bit of focus on there. Looks like it might be a tri-lane starting off bottom, or someone might TP, obviously.
Insania is slightly bonkers. I've talked to the guy. He's a cool guy. Very fun, very fun-loving dude. But, you know, he's got that...
X Factor?
The axe set where he's naked running around with the mask, that could be kind of a real-life version of
him.
Insania. Yeah, he's just got that unpredictability.
Damn.
You know, he just loves Dota, and he comes up with some weird stuff. And I would have to deem Bristleback in the category of some weird stuff.
Dude, by the way, the Bristleback bought full items, no wards or anything. Stout and he's just stacking goo. FY is actually a lot of minus arm. Mickey is in a lot of trouble, though. What in the world? There
kill
will be
for
a
the
kill
5-position Bristleback.
Taiga, he's going to move forward. He had to already pop a mango. Now Chow's, they're just right-clicking this Bristleback, who has goo first, so not even stacking up any damage right here. I just watched a Morphling just get right-clicked and died.
What did he skill?
Goo.
Wait,
No.
he skilled Adaptive
Yeah, he
Strike?
didn't use one.
Wait, he didn't use it either?
Did he? Is that a miss skill? Do you think he like actually tried to? I don't know. Maybe we were missing something, but
yeah, there's a
I'm
whole
confused.
fight here, and there's the fight recap does not have a adaptive strike casted, and there's all the other stuff.
I didn't get it, but yeah,
maybe he didn't want to push the target further away, right?
Well, no, he was using it for damage, I have to imagine.
And now Insania taking a lot of damage here. There's going to be the Spirit. He wants to get it on 2, maybe 3. There could be a freeze coming on around.
That must have been a misclick. No, he's going to get this. He's going to get the
kited.
kill with the adaptive strike.
Look at this, kiting him up, but Xnova juking inside the trees, pops a healing cell.
The adaptive strike, I'm waiting.
There's going to be the nuke. Insania will get the kill. Mickey throws it out, does get the kill, but Taiga, he's taking a lot. I think you need 2 more hits, though, not just 1. And he will healing salve. And now this is, what is happening?
I love TI.
And they're just going to back out. All of them. Taiga has used a lot of mangoes, but he got even more now. And Mickey, well, now he's just going to farm. All right, let's calm down, everyone.
Yeah.
I have no clue what just happened, but here we are. Back into the lane. It looks
Why
like
do we get all the weird games?
we got the first carry. I love it. So top lane, it will be a 2-on-1 now. The Axe, I mean, Axe is pretty good 1v1 against Void, right?
Yeah, I mean, he went level 1 Bash, but I feel like for the most part, you can't really trade with Axe. Yeah. He took the Battle Hunger, oddly enough, instead of the spin, yeah.
And now Xnova will just beat him down. It is a 5 Elder Titan, as well as a 4 line, by the way, so FY, he will be getting farm.
Lane-wise, Storm's really good against DK, right?
No, no.
I thought for like a couple levels, right? And then it's just all DK.
You could theoretically crush the first couple waves, but DK always gets the Archer. The damage reduction means you have a significant last-hitting advantage, and then as soon as you hit 6, you just pop ult and start hitting Storm in the face. You outrange him, and then he wants to go jungle, but DK's able to pressure the tower. It's like the counter to Storm.
Interesting. I just thought Storm would free farm because he's melee versus Storm.
What do you mean?
You just have so much.
But you sustain through it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying Storm beats him. I'm saying that just Storm doesn't care.
Eventually gets way worse. I know that. Storm.
I could see that. I see the idea that he outranges you and he pushes you out of lane and then you can't really come back because he threatens you. I get
Still
that.
a bounty rune here. All right. FY will scoop it up, be a little bit happy about that. But now he's just going to get run down. There is a regen. He's still only level 1, by the way, on Bristol. And he gets the regen. He's happy. He's like, oh.
I will say that the Snot first is actually insane. I didn't realize that they had cut the mana cost in half.
Yeah, they cut it down to 12
he
level 1.
Spams it. It's a significant slow. And in the safe lane, when you have all that chasing distance, it's quite nice.
And they added a base armor loss to it as well.
Yeah.
That was something maybe a few patches ago, maybe 7.22 base or something like that.
What a tri-lane. They are going to try to look. Chalice actually moves forward. This is a 2v3 lane, but it looks like the Crystal Main's going to go, and Chalice just pops him in the head once. The 0-1-1 build, Chain goes forward, and now you think Bristleback's tanky, not when he's level 1 in a support.
That is a 5-position Bristleback for anyone who is tuning into the game.
Yes.
And we are just as confused as you, so don't worry.
Yeah, you are not on anything.
Alone.
Nobody has spiked your coffee. It is actually a 5-position Bristleback.
They laughed at me when I said it could be a 5-position Bristleback,
We did,
folks.
and I hope you laughed at yourself, too.
Yeah, I did, too. I always think I'm funny, Grant. If you can't think yourself is funny, who will think you're funny?
It's true.
A man who can laugh at himself will never be made a fool of.
Indeed.
You know who said that?
No, Voltaire? I don't know.
I think me, I guess. I don't know.
Thanks, Kyle Boxy. He's just getting run down.
He's getting,
dude, this just feels
He's getting
LGD.
the briefcase. Okay, is it a briefcase or a staple gun? We've come to this debate before. Well, this one's more like a goblet.
I like this one. This one's just a donker. You just donk someone in the head.
I feel like I'm drinking
I think
a
that's a
glove.
mace.
I like the fine wine glass there is what that is.
Dude, maces are sick.
I'm telling you, that looks like a wine glass.
So it is already a 1,000 gold lead, by the way, for PSG.LGD, almost spiking to 2K. It doesn't look like this shift up has helped them too much because top lane's going poorly. It's a 2v1 lane.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom lane's a 2v3, and they're winning it. And there will be a top rune. What is it? It's a double damage. FY's here, but can't get it denied.
I didn't like Alliance's draft, but now they have the 5-position Bristleback.
Can you leave it alone?
And there's a stun. Are they going to be able to chain him together? Sure looks like you're not level 6. They're just going to keep hitting him. They do want Xnova to get over here to get a punch as well.
That's a lot of stun.
I like that. They saved the timer during the stomp so that they could have a moment for ET to close up.
Closer.
They got the Hex, just ensuring that they had enough damage to succeed.
And this 5-position Bristleback getting
Can
levels.
you leave it alone, BSJ? Jesus! Let's be positive here.
It is.
All right,
He is
look
going to
at
get
this.
stomped on. They're going to try to nuke him down.
He's owning it.
Bristleback's still alive.
He's owning.
He doesn't have any points in the actual back. They're going to try to get a pull. Somnus, will he go down? I'm trying to watch both. There gets a kill on the Bristle. Somnus gets brought down as well.
He
set
lived
that
for
up.
so long.
He dangled.
That's all Insania. Excellent dangle to ensure Koifa had the respawn available to
Tangle.
Grant, you are losing it, man. Why would you? You hated that. Why are you? What?
Well, I'm just trying to get you through it quicker so I can talk.
Nice ward by Xnova here.
Bounty
Look
rune.
at this mid lane control. You know, you talked about how DK is going to aggressively pressure this tower, and LGD clearly plans to play around that as much as possible. Knowing Storm's going to try to jungle, knowing Axe may have to retreat to the jungle sometime soon. Void absolutely free farming.
Look at the denies. 25. I love it. It's a lot of gold. So, right, most denies, how much are they, BSJ?
It's 25%. Why am I blanking? It's 20%.
It's usually 5 to like 7 gold.
It's
right?
20%. You're getting for 5 denies. You're getting a CS.
Stun comes in. They don't have the finger yet. He's only level 3.
Oh,
They're gonna
wow.
try. There's the stomp. They chain together, but he won't get it. It does hit on the Crystal Maiden.
That was sick, though. He stunned right as the TP came in.
From behind.
Oh, here's the 5
Sanya's
position
here.
Bristleback.
They will try to get it. X-Nova taking a ton of damage, and Sanya does do a decent amount. Koikfa will make it away. The body block. This will be a kill on the Bristle, it looks like.
He's
One
fine.
more attack. Gets it. The poison is lethal, by the way, from DK, unlike Vano. And there will be a freeze. Lion.
Oh,
taking
haste
a lot.
rune. Deny it.
Oh.
Okay.
Somnus like, wait, I probably could have got it, but they're going to go up here. And there's going to be a Void kill on Koikfa out of nowhere.
Didn't have to use Chrono. He actually predicted he was going to the Shrine. Really well played. Really good read.
Ame's so
Boxy?
good about that. He's always
They're
looking to
using
get
the
aggressive
chicken.
early.
And they just don't want to give him experience, but I think the hasted, he's going to be in range. And they don't get the gold, though. X-Nova was close. But FY will get some experience, and this is... I honestly don't know what to say. LGD
bottom?
is bodying him, and it will be... It's a level 6 now versus a level 5 morphling. Doesn't feel good. He can always just keep morphing. He's going to get some help now. It's going to be the Storm Sphere, but I don't know if you kill Chalice. We're going to find out. It's a 1-1-3-1 build. Mickey still taking a ton of damage. They're going to pull him in. Do we have anyone else going down? We have the Bristleback. But
Okay, Chalice narrowly escapes there.
And right now, LGD is just looking clean.
Yeah, the draft is better. They're playing crisp. There's just...
There goes Mickey.
X-Nova! He just got a kill with the Spirit because he was down to 1 HP.
He was. And now they're going to look for more. They're actually moving forward. There's 2 people dying right now. Alliance is dying all over the map right now. We're going to follow this Bristleback. FY, though, he's going to move over. No, we're moving to the Storm. Does still have mana. Has a mango bottle as well.
Maybe I'm having a little too much fun with this game, but I can't. It's really hard to take it seriously. I feel like this draft for Alliance...
It's the way it started, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
You just died as a Morphling with Adaptive Strike at level 1.
And
That is...
Yeah.
I have no idea what was going on. He didn't... I don't understand. He didn't use it.
Yeah. Not once, not twice. 0.
This game, the draft really what foreshadowed how this game was going to be
Alliance
played.
doesn't have a hero top. Look at the warding for Ame. The only way you'd be able to deal with this Void is if you gank him. I forgot Boxy was backlaning.
You're good.
My fault.
He almost, as Void, 53-32. Let's look at the net worth. He's not even that far ahead of his own team, but he is so far ahead of the carry on the other side already.
Yeah.
1,200.
Boxy is making a journey.
So far behind? What the heck?
He's just been...
I think his Battle Hunger level 1 was a big deal.
Dude,
You
he's
lose
cutting-
the trade with Void
He's
if you do
cutting
that.
middle lane right now, by the way.
Yeah,
And DK, he TB's back. He doesn't have mana,
Mickey.
but he does have the 21 charges. And Boxy looks to just be going down here. Right click after right click. There's the stomp, and give the kill to the DK. Nope, X-Nova will take it.
With the wine glass.
Why do you try to count that or cut that middle wave?
You're trying to relieve pressure on the DK pushing, I think.
Okay. But
Is
then
the idea.
It's
And
the
he
idea,
can't cut top because he knows when he cuts that one wave and he knows the lion's missing, that lion's going to look for him, so then he walks mid instead. Going on Chalice again, I feel like they play a lot of Timbersaw.
He doesn't have much reactive armor stacks yet because he wasn't under the tower. Insania, though, might just die, and here's going to be X-Nova. The stomp is there. Hasn't killed him quite at 5 HP, but that will. Now they're going to chase him down. Koikfa running out of mana. Does have full bottle as well as one. Taiga, no ultimate yet. Looked like he wanted to posture for it. They do get a freeze on the Timbersaw. Can they bring him down? Adaptive Strike. They do. That's a big kill.
Really well done by Mickey.
Yep, gets it. And now, Mickey, he's turned in.
This is the Rubik
Timbersaw.
approach. Give the opponent so many levels that you have abilities to take.
Well, looks like they will just try to push this elsewhere. FY is getting pinged out. They have the ward from Alliance. It's a 5K lead right now, and we do see Chalice go down, but the ticking time bomb up top. He has a Mask of Madness, treads Wraith Band at 9 minutes in.
Jesus.
Almost level 9. Do you get the point time dilation? You just go 4-0-4.
No, you go 4-0-4. Your time walk halves and cooldown.
Okay. If it was Bristleback core, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not. So
but you're
just
also
don't
not
care.
like interacting with Bristleback right
Okay.
now. If you were laning against it, you would have taken it like level 2 or 3.
I like this movement from Somnus. He's going to try and pressure. They know they have the threat of Chrono, as then the supports look to play around Chalice. So Lion gets free XP and levels middle, and you're now in a position to pressure both lanes.
Bottom lane. Looks like Taigo. No, it'll be.
It's the dream game for Void where you don't have to chrono anybody,
Yeah,
but you
but
can.
you
You're
can.
threatening the chrono in the sense that nobody wants to show up to your lane because you have chrono. So it's the double whammy. You're not having to go anywhere, and nobody has to or wants to be near you.
Do you like the brown boots Midas, by the way, on DK, or do you wish he just went like treads or something?
I like the
think Midas
Midas.
is fine, yeah.
Okay.
There's no reason not to, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're just, you know your Void's free farming. You know if you just get that, you'll be fine. Attack speed's always good, too.
I think it's more so about making sure he scales against the...
Uh-oh. Got to be careful here. FY, he does have his finger. He has it up. Will they use it? Yep, there it is. And doesn't even need to use the chrono. Gets the finger charge as well. Storm goes down. It's a 5K lead.
The Void being... The Void makes it so DK in the late game will be able to reliably click people. And so having extra scalability, the 40 attack speed being nice.
Yeah, like, Alliance win this game at, like, 50 minutes. Like, they need a huge morph in Storm, and it just does not look like they're going to be able to get that time.
Dyer actually takes bottom tower while we watch middle. Chalice just sitting there. Yep. And it's crazy because, right, Chalice hasn't had to leave his lane. Ame hasn't had to leave his lane. Boxy going up against Ame. Oh, there's going to be the chrono. He's just going to throw it out. Will he get the kill? He is allowing him to get all those creeps.
Got the
That's
creeps.
a lot of damage.
So the thing about it is this concept of, like, when you have a lineup that that wins the even matchups all over the map, right? So to deal with Timber, you need more than one hero. To deal with Void, you need more than one hero. Otherwise, they're not just going to farm the lane, but they're going to threaten the opponent in the lane. And it makes it so difficult to properly move around the map because the enemy wins any moment the game is stagnant, or rather, you know, gains advantage.
Yeah, and so you have to group up with 3 or 4 heroes, and that makes your movements really easy to read this early on. All the lanes are going to be shoved into your tower, and I don't know. I was going to say the same thing where I look at all these lanes. We talk about like the dead lane kind of jokingly, but they can play 3 lanes on LGD.
Not be scared, really?
Yeah, and like the whole idea, the concept is you're not allowed to play 3 lanes, but their heroes are so strong this stage in the game that Alliance has to do this. They have to 4-man gank somebody.
There's going to be the
Here
freeze.
comes the rest of LGD.
There's the call. Here comes an ultimate. This should be enough to bring down.
Hood.
He does have the hood, though. He had the wand as well. He's still alive. He actually goes forward, and now the rest of the team is coming over. This is scary, and they know. Good Lord, get out of here. Will they be able to? Taiga, he's going to initiate on. Actually, Insania goes down top. Mickey is just going to die. No, he gets some more. There will be a call as well. Can they bring down this Timbersaw? He's still so tanky. He uses one for the second time. They pull him in. They get the kill. They get the dunk. They get the movement speed. Will Box be able to make it? No. Somnus last hit will get it. Mickey's still alive, though. He's toggling so well. Xnova from the high ground actually stomps onto the Storm Spirit, and well, a 1-for-1 trade, but the Void still free farming and got a solo kill and a tower.
The 5-position Bristleback did go down there.
Yeah, and they get a tower. Dude, Ame is, this has to be the best. He's probably feeling so good. He has a full Maelstrom, by the way, at 13 minutes with the treads and a what's his gold per minute? What is it, Only 532. Thought it was higher.
At this stage in the game on a hero like Void,
Without
that hero does not farm, right? Like 532 on a Void is insanely high.
Yeah, I mean, just his items right now. He can solo kill anyone, right? With Chrono now, it feels like.
Yeah, you do. Mask of Madness, Maelstrom, they all die. But the only issue you had was the armor of Axe and Morphling, like potentially having a problem killing somebody in Chrono, and now you have Maelstrom. The time lock nowadays is just so much damage. Once it's kind of mediocre in the lane, and then it's super insane later on, because it effectively gives you a double damage on your attack.
We're just gonna watch the Bristle. It looked like he tried to smoke to get some wards down. He did get one. Let's see if we get a counter ward. We sure will. So that smoke wasted. Ward goes down. That hurts.
Yeah, because you get the. I'd have to do the weird math on this, but I think it's effectively like a 30% bash in terms of damage because you have a 24% chance of bashing on your bash.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically you're getting that extra, like, 1/4 proc. So it adds 30% damage to him is what it's basically doing. And that's insane when you have this much attack speed. And it's not just 30% damage because you also have the Maelstrom procs that have twice as likely to hit.
It's also one of the reasons I think exclusively Alma. We saw him play Void twice yesterday, always with this Mask Maelstrom build.
Oh, I like the Chrono from Fog.
From Fog. Help me out. They committed a lot of ults.
The ET Spirit comes out with the finger, so it's near pure magical damage as well. Like,
the fact that he chronoed from Fog, where he didn't time walk in first, made it so that the Morphling could not
toggle.
That was really cool.
All right.
He sees
Hello.
Bristle,
Yeah.
says,
It said he's going to go for the rune. Oh, and he gets a first hit bash. Will get the freeze right now.
She's
Would
dead.
you continue
Time
to chase?
dilation.
You slow him a little.
Okay.
You gotta be
no
nervous you
reason.
don't get ulted
It's just
on.
not worth it. It's not worth it. Why bother? Why risk your life as a 8K net worth Void up by 7,000 to go for a support Crystal Maiden? You'll get more by farming a neutral camp than you will by killing that Crystal Maiden.
Insania will die, but he does finish out the creep wave. Siege creep stays alive. Somnus scoops up that kill, and guess what? Hey, Hoikfa will get a tower. It is only a 6K lead.
Bottom
it was 9K.
lane. He's just getting a free tower. Yeah,
scared
they are
me.
somehow cutting this in, like cutting into this lead. I don't know exactly how they're evening it out. They're losing towers one by one pretty much on the side of Alliance.
They're just playing on 5 different parts of the map right now, it feels like.
They are doing a pretty good job of scrapping randomly for farm.
Yeah, but FY, ooh, he
got
has
the
a drum,
drums.
by the way, yeah. And Moxie, goodbye.
And now he's got the level 2 DK form. Isn't
won.
able to use it on creeps just yet, but he does have he has a Maelstrom of his own. Midas Maelstrom DK.
Oh, bash. Does he get the bash hit? He has to pull him in instead.
He's gonna bash.
Yeah, he just goes down instantly. And now, can you just go for Taiga as well? Yeah, it looks like they will. He's going to go over time dilation.
Oh,
He actually
quelling?
stuck himself in there. He quellings out, as you say. But he's just going to go down. The stomp, I don't know if that hits. It won't, but it won't matter. There's the spirit. There's the bash. Ame, well, if you had him on your fantasy team for some reason this game, he is going to get you quite a few points.
Check it out. Tell us how many points he's going to get us.
Well, only 10. The Elder Titan will get you 16, though. That boy, it's a 5%. He has all the wards placed, I have a feeling.
A bunch of assists as well. And this is like they're still just playing they're playing so aggressively, and it requires too many heroes to make rotations. You see the E-Blade rush on Mickey, but man, it is going to be too little too late at this rate as PSG.LGD, they not just scale. This is one of the things I love about the draft is that as they scale and increase their amount of damage dealt, they're also increasing their survivability drastically just based on the kit and the natural progression.
Sanya once again probably just going to die here, but wanted to cut the creep wave. There's a DK stun on the backside as well. There's going to be a kill onto Storm.
Jesus.
And the Bristle. I'm going to be honest with you. This one is not looking good if you're an Alliance fan at all.
What if you're an LGD fan?
It's looking great. If you're an LGD
okay.
fan, you're like, we needed this. Obviously, you're already the first seed in your group, but you don't want to lose 0-2 the day, like 2 days before the main event, right? You want to look good.
This is a solid draft, I think, by LGD. They really did employ just let's counterpick whatever they just picked approach, and
Dude,
sometimes that is just the best option if it makes sense for your draft. Like Void counters Bristle and works with ET. Earth Splitter.
They'll do
He's
damage.
Gonna try to TP.
Oh,
Chrono.
There's the Chrono. He tried to hit Taiga
Wow.
as well. Yeah, he hits it, and now they're going to chase him. Will he get the freeze off at least? No. First hit bash into the finger. It's a beatdown, my friends. An absolute beatdown.
Man.
It's
just a shame. Alliance was playing so well in the previous game, and dude.
What do you think? Like,
you know what?
Where'd they get trapped in the draft? Let's talk about
how about
it.
when they first picked the same 3 heroes?
Okay, but was that really the problem? Like, it worked last game. So
We
why
saw
wouldn't it work
EG
now?
do it against
Yeah.
Infamous. Like, it doesn't work to just run the same thing
be
back.
honest.
They've already adjusted.
Teams are too good, dude. You
that.
can't win the same way twice in a row. The Bristle was excellent in the last game, but
It was a
was
second
picked
pick.
fourth, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was a 4th pick, meaning like they saw it was the end of the first round of picking. It was in this game instead they have the immediate response Void pick, and now you're like, okay, we don't have to worry about Bristle anymore. And then you pick Axe, which is a hard counter by the same hero as Bristle, the Timbersaw.
yeah,
So
it really is great. But you know, it's the near perfect response from PSG.LGD. But again, I point to it. Alliance made it easy, right?
Yeah, they did. They did.
You gave them a.
They alley-ooped it a bit for him.
Is he gonna get the
Insania
creep
is
kills?
insane in the membrane, I believe, is how the kids call it nowadays.
They're trying. Oh, good try. He didn't know FY was chasing. It was nighttime, and now just beat him down.
Get the creeps.
Tries, but can't. Dyer's Courier does go down.
Mid lane, though, Timbersaw might be in some trouble.
There's going to be an ulti, but they want to bring Chalice down. They freeze him, and he should die here.
Okay.
Dunk comes out
Insania
from
making
Box.
space on that 5-position Bristleback in order to set up that kill.
All right, BSJ,
Yeah.
you're banned. No more. You are banned from saying the words Insania, Bristleback, and
5-position.
no, you can say that.
Okay.
And what do you know? Nothing to say anymore. Grant, please
Hello?
help us out.
Okay, let's go. There's going to be a stun. Oh my goodness, he didn't morph strength yet. He's just sleeping. He just dies. And and I'm going to be honest, Mickey, after like Nisha, I consider him a insanely good morphling. Just little mistakes, right? The level 1 death right there, not morphing strength. It's rough. I mean, you're 11K down. It's 27-7. Let's be real.
Let's also, this is like the most impossible morph game like ever.
They last picked it.
But what were they supposed to pick? That was the problem. They were so far behind in the draft. They needed something that inevitably gave them a win condition. And at like 60 minutes, morph does.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the haste rune. He can get boxed. He's going to try to blink away, but guess what? Will he go?
Go for the blind Chrono.
He went over there. Thought about it. Middle lane. They're looking for Axnova. He's going to throw out the stomp. It will hit. Earth Splitter splits the wickets. Is he going to make it out? He will. And now Ame's here. First hit bash immediately. And this Bristle, you're not that tanky. Goes down. Ame level 18. Almost has a full Mjolnir. I think DK has one too. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We have double Mjolnirs coming out.
And they're so tanky, and now they just put Mjolnir on themselves and
Just
yeah.
run.
Good luck, have fun.
Yep. There's an F play now. So you're killing Lions and you're killing Elder Titans here, right? That's about all you can do. And it's a save. It is a save.
Yeah, they're going to try and contest Roche. They've got to, but this is a tough ask. They've got Chrono available and a BKB Void. They're just going to fight them.
There we go. There's going to be a call. It hits on a 2. Storm Spear goes in the middle of all of them. Are they going to be able to bring him down? They do. There goes Ame. Koikfa dies as well, but Boxy too. Somnus is so farmed. They thought it was just the Void, but Somnus is an absolute beast. They're going to try to turn around now. Chalice is in. He will just
5-position Bristleback running in.
Out. Will the Bristle do it? Trying to go in, but backs out. And there's going to be a nice 2-man Chrono. They're going to try to turn on this Morphling. So much damage. Needs a bash out of the Chrono. It looks like he does. Getting right click. There is going to be a kill onto that Bristle. 3 bracers, but Morphling made it away for now.
McKay stayed alive in a couple of stars. He really shouldn't.
Oh, there's going to be a pull. It's Chalice, though. It's a tough kill. There will be a blink call. Yule's into there. Only FY gets hit by it. And now I believe you're a little bit out of position there, Boxy. But they do get the blow up on FY we talked about. They turn it around. Mickey goes down to Chalice. Chalice is just blowing them all up right now. That'll be another kill here with one more ability. Timber Chain. He used it, gets the kill.
How did Chalice kill Mickey there?
I believe it was another 1 HP, and he just Timber Chained up and got hit.
Yeah,
it's been a rough one for. It's just been a rough one for Alliance. I don't even want to say Mickey. This has just been a rough all-around game.
Yeah.
They only lost 88 gold, even though they had 2 diebacks. You know you're far behind when that's the case.
I mean, it's 34-9.
Yeah. Well, the Void did have to buy back for that, right? Or no?
Yes, he did. Void did buy back.
So let's assume Alliance lose this game. It's possible.
Which we're not going to.
We're not going to say that for sure.
Yeah.
Just remember, they're not out of contention for the upper bracket. They need help, though. They have Newbie versus Mineski. The winner of that series
and that's going on right now.
Going to upper bracket.
Sorry, the winner of this game. The winner of Newbie versus Mineski Game 2 is upper bracket.
Yes, and then TNC losing means Alliance will have a chance to play a 3-place score. They're in.
Alliance is lower bracket.
Yeah.
But guys, the future's later. The present is now. And how?
That's science.
Honestly, let's think about it. What do we need to happen? If they get another kill on Ame, right? A dieback, you start getting some towers. He does have an Aegis. That makes it a little harder. But
now what?
I mean, how do you actually make moves in this game? The Morphling does have burst, right? We saw him. He still one-shots FY.
Yeah. You got to kill the Lion, that's for sure.
Yeah.
More for Storm kills Lion. I think you got to go for ET, but look at X-Nova. He's actually just stupid farmed. Like
almost a Spear Vessel, Gem, Phase. But this is their yeah, he is nutty. Middle lane, we've seen it. Axe and Insania, they've just been cutting creeps the entire game. Runs on by. He's going top maybe
I was
as well.
looking at me funny. I don't understand why. Just watching a good game of Dotes here.
Yep. Somnus, Ame, and Chelsea, the 3 cores they're going to push. They attack fast.
They have Spirit Vessel on Crystal Maiden if they want to pick it up. But he's busy chunking that mid tower.
We'll watch it go down. There it goes.
Tier 1 for Tier 3.
And a Rax. It's a rough one. They just know. They've given up on this Rax.
They are actually giving it up. They are not even attempting to contest.
Just going for the throne?
I don't know.
Like, I actually don't know what you do here as PSG. You can just back up, play it safe, but you're just getting a full set of Rax. There is the Spear Vessel and a Blade Mill. Okay, Blade Mill Axe is scary. Mid lane, we do get the Hex. Morphling a little bit of trouble. We've already used all the disables, though. No. Somnus gets one in there. They're trying to burst him down. There's going to be the Yule, so we get another disable. They do. Oh, my goodness. The chain stuns in the finger. FY will take it.
FY. 19 assists. He's there to set up. They're playing so smooth right now. A well-oiled machine. PSG.LGD.
Yep. They're looking like the first-place team in a group of TI.
Looking like gatekeepers for that upper bracket. You want to come play with the big boys, you got to go through us. Maybe one time, but
not a second.
Not today.
He does. He has a full BKB on the Faceless Void.
Going for the Mjolnir. He has the Mjolnir as well. Going for the Satanic.
Black Dragon! The Dragon
Bristleback! The 5-position Bristleback!
Is he dying? Oh, I don't care. I'm looking at the Black Dragon right now.
I have never seen the Black Dragon in a pro match.
Neither have we.
Wait. Does he have Axe? Oh,
that's where Drogon went at the end of the... Okay, I understand now.
I'm excited for this.
So what does this Ag Scepter give you, Grant? What does the Black Dragon do? It increases your ultimate. It has 50% more corrosive
Which is
splash, and slow amount, and then you have increased attack
range.
range to 600.
And look at the magic resistance.
And then
That's
it
the
grants
thing.
you 40% magic resistance, Grant. Do you know how much EHP that effectively gives you against magic damage?
That's
well
actually a
over
s-
40%.
That's
It
a
is
sick
60%. 66% effective HP.
Okay, let's look. Right now he has magic resistance 37%. When he pops the dragon,
It'll be 40% of the remaining 63% Grant, which is
A
an
decent
additional
amount.
24%.
are you making up numbers or
25.
is this
No,
for
it's
real?
a-
I really don't know.
25.2%.
25.2%.
Yeah.
Which will then be 62.5%, which means he has like 6,000 health effectively against magic damage.
The numbers check out, Grant.
Yes.
I'm
Back to
doing
you.
it in my
But
head.
they do have
Correct.
the physical damage and minus armor from the 5-position
Oh
bristleback.
my goodness, there it is, the dragon. Get a close up.
Oh, the
He is
projectiles
scary.
are
Looks like-
dope.
Yeah, there are. There's gonna be Chelsea. He's just about to do it. Insane.
The physical damage is down. He has
There's
buyback,
gonna be the
though.
chrono. He's gonna look. It's just gonna be on Crystal Main. Does miss Mickey. Nice dodge, but Box is gonna run out. There's the finger. It's a 3-for-0 already. The Black Dragon is owning, and yep, 66% magic resistance right now. They move forward. This is gonna be a dieback on the Bristle. Looks like BKB pop. They go for Mickey. Can't get it. He still has the Aegis. See you later. FY though. Will he be able to get more? Koitfa, does he get bashed? No, he has the BKB up there looking. Morphling, oh!
Where's the
Goes
bloodlust
down
so this
quick.
DK
Oh
could
my
be
God.
bigger?
There's the GG.
I haven't seen the destruction of someone's hometown.
Wait.
This is worse than King's Landing, guys.
And the GG calls
What's
you
worse,
see
this or Season 8 of Game of Thrones?
Let's not get into it.
Okay.
Wow.
27 minutes, an absolute beatdown. And while, you know, we joked about the 5-position bristleback, it looked like it didn't work. But, I mean, you guys said it, right? It looked like you were outdrafted. And what were you supposed to pick last for Alliance?
As soon as you've discussed this, right? As first pick, it's all about going 4-5 with 2 heroes the enemy side like can't really deal with. Alliance bans OD and or last, but LGD had went Timber and DK. So you really don't have a huge answer for any I don't know, the LGD heroes are just way better. If you think about what a Lion ET provide in comparison to the CM Bristleback supports.
Yeah. It's hard to really talk about this game because it was, from the draft, it was one-sided. At level 1, Morphling just dies immediately with Adaptive Strike queued, and it was, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Let's stop talking about that game. Let's talk about ourselves because we're done.
We are done.
That's it.
See ya.
It's been a blast. Alliance, you got to go.
Thank you for the fun game, but
Yeah, well, tune in
Yes.
if you're an Alliance fan. You are rooting for Liquid.
you should go over right now. Unless the
Go
game's over, that could be
Liquid.
over
Correct.
as well. Who
If
knows?
Liquid win, we get tiebreakers between 3 teams for 1 spot.
If TNC
Yes.
wins, then
if TNC
they
wins,
make up our bracket.
Alliance is lower. That's
Yeah.
it. The end. They got to play a BO1 elimination. Either way, it's been a blast. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for the 3 of us.
It
I love
is.
you, Grant. I love you, BSJ. I love you, loyal viewer at home. It's been a hell of a tournament.
Yes,
Some of the
you.
best Dota I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, I agree. From BSJ, from Kyle, from Grant. See you later. We will be having Trent and Lyrical step on. I am not sure what match they're doing. Maybe they could tell us really quick. EG versus NIP.
Oh,
a
it's
very
getting
big one.
spicy.
The Gatekeeper PPD.
They need to win both games, and they need RNG to lose both games to be able to force
Yeah.
a tiebreaker to
To
not be eliminated.
from
EG
TI.
need to win, or they might potentially be in the lower bracket.
Wow.
So guess
Hype
what?
stuff.
We will let Trent and Lyrical bring you that. We are going to be signing
Sorry
off.
about that.
So
I'm kidding, guys.
have fun, my friends, and we will see you very shortly. Well, we won't.